Hey guys, there is some important news that all men should take very seriously. Your prostate health. Are you urinating more frequently? Are you waking up at night to urinate? Are you sick and tired of prostate pills that just don't work? Sound familiar? If you are one of the millions of men with prostate problems that are driving you nuts, there is some great news. Prostagenics is the all-natural product that beat over 157 other prostate supplements in lab tests and was rated the #1 most powerful prostate supplement in the world. #1, because it works. So why not try some Prostagenics, and your prostate troubles will be a thing of the past. You'll get a great night's sleep and stop waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. To get your free bottle of Prostagenics, call now 800-600-2020. That's 1-800-600-2020. Take advantage of our 90-day money-back guarantee. Call 800-600-2020. Do it now.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau. Considering a roofing project, repair, or basic roof maintenance, beat the supply chain issues and inflation cost. Google DRM Roofing, 239-332-1441.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
This is 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along. On the radio, on your smart speaker, and online at rightallalong.net.
I'm Chris Foster. Fox News. Law enforcement sources tell Fox the suspect in Tuesday's subway shooting in Brooklyn, New York, called a tip line to report himself before eventually being spotted and arrested.
The 29-hour manhunt for James came to an end just before 2 p.m. when none other than Frank James himself reportedly called Crime Stoppers and told them that he was at a McDonald's. When police arrived, he wasn't at the McDonald's. An eyewitness tells Fox News he saw James walking a block away and told police. Investigators say after attacking the Brooklyn subway station, James managed to escape by boarding an adjacent train, which was carrying wounded passengers to the next station. Investigators say they found ammunition and weapons at his Philadelphia apartment and storage unit.
Fox's Brian Yennis in New York. James is due in federal court today. He's black. He put out several videos on YouTube complaining about racism and New York's subway system and mayor. The 10 people shot are all expected to survive. Protests in Grand Rapids, Michigan over the fatal police shooting of a black man last Monday.
Police say it started out as a traffic stop, pulling over 26-year-old Patrick Leoya. We're told the officer realized the plate on the car that Leoya was driving didn't match with his vehicle. And after being asked for his license, he turns his back. As the officer tries to grab him, he takes off. Moments later, he's tackled to the ground and a struggle ensues. The officer tries to tase him before he's brought back to the ground and shot in the head. Grand Rapids police releasing video of the deadly shooting in an effort, they say, to be transparent with the community on exactly what happened. I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
A Russian warship is badly damaged in the Black Sea. Ukraine's military claims to have hit the ship with missiles. Russia's defense ministry, though, says there was an ammunition explosion on board. The U.S. and European Union, meantime, have pledged another $1.3 billion in military aid for Ukraine. America's listening to Fox News.
Grandpa Joe doesn't want voter ID, but Uncle Sam says we have to do a station ID. 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Watching a crash with injuries popping up in Collier County. This one on Santa Barbara Boulevard and Davis Boulevard. Appears to be slowing down traffic just a little bit on Davis Boulevard, mostly in the westbound direction, but a little bit on Santa Barbara southbound as well. Other intersections I'm seeing looking a little slow, Vanderbilt Beach Road and Collier Boulevard. And then Vanderbilt Beach Road as you head eastbound towards 41, the Mercado area, seeing some delays there as well. Interstate looking good, though. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
We're looking at a warm and slightly more humid afternoon today as temperatures will be climbing back into the upper 80s, low to middle 90s. We'll also see the return of some scattered rain and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Look for those rain chances bumping up, particularly after 2 p.m. today, where we'll keep with a few areas of rain and thunderstorms as we head into this evening. Things wind down for tomorrow morning, a low near 70 degrees. Waking up on your Friday, we're back to another warm, humid day for your Friday afternoon. A high of 91 for tomorrow with more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll keep it a few storms into your Saturday with isolated rain and thunderstorms for Easter Sunday. I'm Week News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, it's former White House press secretary for President Trump, Newsmax TV host, and author of the new book, Radical Nation, Sean Spicer. I'm coming to Southwest Florida and hope to see you at the Silver Spot Cinema in Naples on Wednesday, April 20th. Get your tickets now at eventbrite.com. You're going to receive a signed copy of my new book, Radical Nation. Join us in Naples on April 20th at 5 p.m. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
People who suffer with back or neck problems, whether that's pain, numbness, or weakness, deal with something that can be frustrating. Pain wears us down. It can affect our relationships with family and friends. It's not fun to be around someone who's always complaining about their backs. Don't resign yourself to having to live with pain. In my office, Johnston Spinal Care, I successfully treat the worst of the worst, those who get injections, nerve-burning procedures, or even surgery. And now they're back, golfing and living life. If there's a treatment that is extremely effective for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, or neuropathy, wouldn't you want to see if it can help you? Non-surgical spinal decompression is now in Southwest Florida. Safe and painless, more than just a temporary fix. Long-lasting relief that can finally heal the condition, regardless of age. Take the time right now to call my Medicare-friendly office for a no-charge telephone consultation about spinal decompression. Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means we have more vehicles than we sell them for less. And you get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. What are you waiting on? Get certified. Through Monday only at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral, your used car mega store. Online at flnissan.com. If you don't shop Sutherland, you'll pay too much.
See dealer for details.
I'm Harvey Massey. At Massey Services, we know every lawn is unique and requires customized care. That's why our environmental approach includes aeration, which allows water and nutrients to reach the roots of your lawn, as well as an irrigation program which ensures proper coverage and reduces water waste. With Massey's Green Up program, you'll enjoy a healthy and a beautiful lawn year-round. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy payroll customer.
What do I love about Patriot Payroll Services? What don't I love about Patriot Payroll Services? It's easy to learn, it's very user-friendly, it's fast, even for a first-time user, it's perfect for our business, it's affordable, and it's been a great experience so far. We have no plans of changing.
Easy to learn, easy to use, small business software tailored just for you.
Visit us at patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
With patriotsoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Chevy sales, Marty speaking.
Hey, Marty, I'm calling about the Chevy Equinox you're advertising for $29,999.
What about it?
Well, can everyone get that price?
Well, there are some additional fees.
Oh, I see, fees. So that's a no.
Listen, come in and I'll see what I can do.
I don't think so. Everyone qualifies for Victory Lane Chevrolet's advertised price.
Really?
Yeah, no markups, no added fees.
What the?
Victory Lane's advertised price applies to everyone.
Look, I gotta go.
Yeah, why don't you go? Go figure out some more fees to add.
You done?
Gold watch fee, new suit fee, hair transplant fee. Don't be fooled by other dealers' prices. At Victory Lane Chevrolet, the price you see is the price you get. Lease a new Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, just $429 a month. Plus get a $1,000 accessory allowance and $1,000 off MSRP on every new Chevy truck in stock. Victory Lane Chevrolet, on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com. Leases with approved credit, 10,000 miles per year. All rebates to dealer offers do not combine. Taxes and fees extra. Not all offers combined.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Available at Navage.com.
Thank you for waking us all up out here. For all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
So this morning, I'm in a pretty good mood, feeling good. Jake, on the other hand, Jake the millennial, is feisty. He's not happy this morning. And it all has to do with how people in Southwest Florida are affecting his bubble. There are people that are getting in his bubble, and he doesn't like it. And the question is, are these people all from here, or are they from someplace else? All right, we're going to get to that coming up in just a second. Also, they got him yesterday, the New York City subway shooter. But there are some more things to dig into about this story that you've probably already heard. Miranda Devine, who was on this show a couple of weeks ago talking about the laptop from hell, Hunter Biden's laptop. That's how you know Miranda Devine. She wrote the book. Suspect Frank James was spewing racist hate years before Brooklyn subway shooting. So if this is somebody that's been spewing hate, if this is somebody who on social media has been talking about killing people and in some despicable ways and how he describes certain groups of individuals, why is it that he's still on social media? And people who, for some reason, might say something that they would recognize about the way that Kamala Harris is dressed and referred to her as a UPS driver outfit. Why did they get tossed from social media? Why is it that people, just for supporting Donald Trump as president of the United States and some of the things that he has talked about in the past and the Russia collusion hoax and maybe even Hunter's laptop, they get taken off of social media. But you've got this individual who is now in custody, and even the New York Police Department and the commissioner describing this as an act of terrorism, but somebody who's been on their radar. They knew all about this guy. But yet, yeah, a lot of questions. So she talks about this in an opinion piece in the New York Post that I'm going to read, and not too long, but definitely questions that have to be raised and asked, and the hypocrisy of who is and is not taken off of social media. All right, man, you are making some crazy faces in that room. Why are you making all of those faces? What is it? What's going on with you this morning, Jake? We got to talk about this on the air because it even rolls into some of the news stories that we're gonna touch on. You want to? Okay, so wait, do I? Oh,
I made a meme.
Okay, let me see the meme. Hold on, my computer's got to get booted up here. By the way, if you want to watch the program, drewsteele.com. It's STEELE. That's the 3 E's. People are like, 3 E's. What is it? STEEEL. No. Come on. You're better than that. STEELE. Just go there and you can watch right now. Subscribe to the channel on Rumble. It's important that you do that. All right, so there's your meme. Right. It was okay.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, with the UPS outfit.
So am I going to get fired for that?
Probably. So being that this is your last day on the air, so you've had problems with some people who are visiting Southwest Florida.
Well, look, I don't want to discourage people from visiting Southwest Florida. I just want people to know the way the roads work down here. We have a great circular system.
Wait a minute. The roads here work the same way as they work every place else.
No, I'd refuse to agree with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we have a beautiful circular system, okay?
A circular system?
Circular system. I just like to say that sounds cool. I'm not really sure what we have. Regardless, we have a really decent system that works for what we have.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, by the way, I don't know if you can see this because the camera's not on you, and I can turn the camera around. You're standing as you're talking right now. I know that you're passionate about what you're getting ready to say because you got off your tush and you're standing with the mic. You are.
This is an important topic.
All right. No, not really, but go ahead.
Okay. I took driver's education serious when I was in school.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think anybody's taking the road serious anymore.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
What's a double yellow line mean?
A double yellow line, no pass.
No pass what?
You can't cross. You can't pass.
Okay, go ahead.
So I think I've talked about this before, but regardless, it doesn't really matter. So if you're going to come down here from a different state, let's do this, okay? Get off your phones. Stop looking at the palm trees. If you want to look at stuff, pull over. Number like 500. If you're going to use the left lane on the highway, please break the law. Please do more than 70, like 75, 80. It's a passing lane. A passing lane means that it's only used.
Don't suggest to people to break laws.
Hey,
but go ahead.
Hey,
I know what you're saying. You're saying that they're using the passing lane as a cruising lane.
Yep.
Okay.
And then leave your Biden-Harris bumper stickers up north.
That's okay. Now, hold on a second.
If I see another one, I'm going to vomit.
Give me the. Come on now. Hold on. There you go. Now we got the answer. So the reason why you're so upset is because you're starting to see more and more Biden-Harris stickers down here from states that are not ours.
Exactly. That's my problem. And then most people don't know how to drive. But those.
What was the one you saw yesterday from, what was it, Iowa?
I think it was an Iowa guy, and he was driving one of them little zero-emission cars, and wasn't polluting anything, just putting around, making, I don't know if it was making.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
That's what their motors sound like. Yeah. But yeah, he was not the best driver.
Okay.
But also had the Biden-Harris sticker that was just demoralizing.
And then some guy ran into your car with his bike.
Yeah. So, and he wasn't from here either.
Okay.
Most definitely.
What is going on with people that are not from around here? Well, that person that hit you, I guess, on the bike was from a different country. Forget about like Iowa.
I mean, but he's not from here.
Okay.
And then there was another guy who almost hit me yesterday too in a vehicle, and he wasn't from here.
There are people just invading your bubble. It is not a good thing. But
I'm sure people agree.
But I had a conversation yesterday, but I think it's funny that Jake brings this up because I had a conversation yesterday with someone. And look, people talk to me all the time. Man, if I could record some of my phone calls and some of my conversations, there is a lot of conspiracy theory talk, quote unquote, conspiracy theory talk that I have often because people want to get to the truth. It's not because they don't look to conspiracy theories because they're crazy. They look to conspiracy theories because so many times their thoughts on a topic or an issue comes to fruition. It becomes true because, and so they look at it and were told that they were conspiracy theorists. Then all of a sudden, wait a minute, there was the Russia collusion never happened. It was really like the Democrat Party, and it was Hillary Clinton who was technically colluding with Russia. I mean, Trump didn't do this. I thought I was a conspiracy theorist. And then and you can go on and on and on. If you go to the questions people have about January 6th, if you go to the Gretchen Whitmer quote-unquote kidnapping, and you come to find out that, wait a minute, the FBI had a lot to do with it, and even a judge is like, yeah, it looked a little more like entrapment, and the FBI getting involved in this, and almost feels like all of this popped up just in time for the election to make it seem like Trump voters were really bad people, just white supremacists out to destroy the nation. So there are a lot of conversations like this. And somebody said to me yesterday, man, we got 100,000 new registered Republican voters in this state. Something everybody's been cheering, right? So we are now, sorry, not 100,000 new ones. Let me rephrase that. We are for the first time more registered Republicans than Democrats. We are 100,000 over that number. Where recently it was like we were tied or we were just about getting ready to, and then it was like snap a finger and it was 50,000 and snap a finger and it's 100,000. And where are all these Republican voters coming from? And somebody said, man, I hope it's not Democrats moving to the state, registering as Republicans to make it seem like The Republican Party is growing, but when they get into the primaries, they're going to mess everything up. And when they get into the general, they're going to mess everything up. Like it's a trick. Like it's, what is it, Star Trek or Star Wars or what is it, where it's a trap. You know, the guy with the head that looks like a mushroom.
Mario? Wait, he eats mushrooms or something like that, or they turn him into.
Some might say you've been eating mushrooms. No. Come on.
Portobellum.
Portobellum. Yes, those are my favorite mushrooms. Are portobellums.
Is that not how you say it?
It's portobello.
Whatever.
But that's okay.
I don't.
It's easy to. It's
not my strong suit. Talking here.
I think
that's your job.
I think Portobellum is a place in Tennessee. It's an area. No.
Portobellum?
No, forget it. I don't know what the Star Trek. Don't you know the guy is like, it's a trap. Turn it. It's wasn't it in Star Wars where the character is like, it's a funny looking guy?
I'm the worst guy for movie references. That's for sure.
You and me both. But there's just people that are worried, and why is my...
What is that noise?
It's my phone. Why in the world is
Do you even own a TV? Could you watch Star Wars if you wanted to?
Yeah.
How would you do it?
If I was going to watch Star Wars
would
now?
you use like a VHS? Or like, what would you use?
Listen. Everybody knows you don't use VHS. You use Betamax. Come on. Get with the times.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, good. Look, so... They see all these people in Southwest Florida. They get worried. Politically, we're going to be fine, right? Everything's okay, right? I mean, they're just worried. That's all it is. They bring up these crazy, weird, they're just people. They're Democrats registering as Republicans because that's their new way. They're going to take. People are just concerned.
Maybe they are.
And listen, the way things politically have been, they have a right to feel that way. Yeah, okay. Somebody was saying a Trojan horse is a better reference. Yeah, exactly. Is that what's happening? I doubt it. But when you see all the people that are coming here, you start seeing Biden-Harris stickers, and you're like, wait a minute, this isn't Biden-Harris country. There's not a whole lot of people that I haven't seen them recently. All of a sudden, they start to pop up. I mean, who's adding a Biden-Harris bumper sticker to their car in Southwest Florida lately? Is anybody doing that? What is it that what are you thinking?
Bad care.
You might be thinking that. I don't know. So, all right. I don't know. So Jake's bubble has been invaded by people coming here from outside of the area. And, all right, Star Wars Admiral Akbar. He's a calamari?
That's a fish. Or a squid.
It's delicious is what it is.
It's great.
David in Naples want to know if I'm talking about Lost in Space. No, Lost in Space, the robot is danger, Will Robinson, danger. You don't.
No idea.
Yep, another cultural reference that right past you.
I feel left out all the time. Every time we talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah. John K. says, you're killing me. It's Star Wars. The head looks like a fish. Yes, I'm hollering at my phone. All right. Okay. You're killing me. Sorry. All right. I'm just looking at the time and trying to figure out. I do want to talk about the suspect in the NYPD shooting, Frank James, being caught yesterday. The guy, I guess, who made the call to Crime Stoppers, they found, just to give you a little tease, did you hear about this, Jake?
I did.
Oh, man. The guy that apparently was the first person to recognize that he was outside of the store. I guess he was putting security cameras in a store in Manhattan, and he saw the guy, and he's like, that's the guy.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
I'm good. My name is Zach. I was working inside the store, and I was doing security cameras inside, and I see the guy, he walking from the screen. I see him from the cameras, so I thought, oh, this guy, let me call the police. And I call him, and we catch him.
Zach, you are a hero. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to make the people safe always, because the people is nice, the life is nice, you know?
Thank you, Zach.
That guy's a hero right there. He's
Thanks,
like,
Zach.
That guy's a hero. The guy is looking. He's paying attention what's going on in the city. He sees the guy, looks at the phone. He's like, that's the guy. And he's sitting right there. And he yells over to a cop across the street, and he makes the call. And he's like, this is the guy. This is the guy. And he's a security camera guy. So he's used to, like, looking at. Strangely enough, I got to see the number. I want to say that there's like, and we'll get to more of this coming up. I know we got to take a break. There's like 9,000 cameras in the New York subway system, some kind of ridiculous number. I don't know. I got to find out how many there are exactly. But there are a lot of security cameras. It turns out there's 10,000 cameras in the MTA. Subway, transit, right? Metropolitan Transit Authority, I think is the MTA is what it stands for. 10,000 cameras. 472 of those cameras are in subway stations. Everyone was working, except the 3 where this happened. Is that strange to any? I mean, I hate to go.
That's super convenient.
I hate to get to conspiracy theory talk, but are you kidding me? The one place that this could have taken place, the worst place it could have taken place, because no camera's operational. 3 of them didn't work out of 472 in the subway and 10,000 that are part of the transit system in New York City. And those cameras didn't work, so they couldn't see anything. All right, so we're going to get to a little bit more of this story. Hey, listen, coming up on Monday, Philadelphia is going to be masking up indoors. I guess COVID can wait, right? So COVID's hanging out, and it's like, it's really bad. And people are like, all right, well, let's wait till Monday, because Monday's a good day to start to lock things down in Philadelphia. And hey, listen, coming up, we probably should extend the coronavirus travel mask mandate until May 3rd. Let's give it a little bit of an extension. We'll wait a little while and see how things work out. And so we'll talk about that as well coming up. And I thought that this was a joke, but apparently it's not. Is there going to be a play about critical race theory in New York City? Like a stage performance of critical race theory? Thought when you hear the audio, you're going to be like, this is a joke. And then you're going to be like, if it isn't a joke, it needs to be. I'll play that audio coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
Eating dinner in your underwear?
Honey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call it today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Ceiling fans are a great way for you and your family to keep cool. But sometimes they just don't work right. Well, don't get overheated. Call the pros. Trust the Mr. Sparky team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. Call now for $77 off any repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Patients like Heather haven't felt this good in years, thanks to natural biologic treatments from QC Kinetics.
I have really bad arthritis in my right hand and my shoulder. Both would wake me up at night because they would hurt so much. Since I've been going to QC Kinetics and had the treatments, I'm already seeing such a difference. My pain level is just almost gone.
If you have chronic joint pain and are tired of using steroids and drugs and really want to avoid surgery, Call QC Kinetics to learn more about how natural biologic treatments are giving patients lasting relief.
Oh my gosh, why did I wait? This is so great. Especially the way things have been going these days. Things that you took for granted, we haven't had the option to do. And now I want to do them. I want to go out. I want to go for walks. I want to go hang out with my kids. And I don't want to be hurting.
Don't wait. Call now to learn more about regenerative restorative treatments that help your body heal itself. Call QC Kinetics.
239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. QC Kinetics. 239-893-PAIN.
Skyworks Equipment Rental is hiring equipment mechanics for their Fort Myers location. If you're familiar with inspecting engines and equipment, carrying out services, conducting repairs, and providing routine maintenance to an equipment fleet, then Skyworks is looking for you. Skyworks is a family-owned, team-inspired company with a positive culture and full benefits package for employees, including medical, disability, PTO, 401k, and more. Apply today at SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, the only equipment rental company equipment mechanics need to call.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Here's what no recovery, no fee means at our firm. First, your initial consultation is absolutely free. Next, we understand that most people don't have the money to pay hourly attorney's fees, so you only pay us a percentage of your recovery if we win. Finally, there are expenses in working a case up. We advance these costs as well. If we make no recovery, you don't owe these either. Visit forthepeople.com for more information. No charge there either.
92.5 Fox News. Right.
This
all
Fox
along.
Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Amazon's adding a 5% surcharge for sellers to cover fuel and inflation, as the U.S. sees the highest inflation rate in 40 years. That extra cost likely to be passed on to customers. TikTok says it's testing a dislike button for comments. The Wall Street Journal reports Starbucks is preparing to expand worker benefits that might exclude unionized staff. Spring break ahead as holiday travel returns. Airports seeing long lines and wait times. Airports and airlines trying to ramp up after cutting back during the pandemic. Delta Airlines expects to benefit from the travel surge. That sparked a rally in travel stocks and helped Wall Street snap a 3-day losing streak. The Dow rose 344 points. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report. Invested in you.
When it matters, companies need more than just a delivery service. Cintas delivers full service and the reliability that comes with having a dedicated Cintas service rep who understands your business, which means they deliver confidence and peace of mind too. For uniforms, cleaning essentials, mats, first aid and safety supplies, and fire protection services, discover the personal attention you get with Cintas.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact the Darda Group at dardagroup.com to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
Hello, I'm Dr. D'Amico. Have you been told you need a denture? Don't make the mistake of going to your dentist or the dentist closest to your home A denture is a work of art and should look as beautiful as natural teeth. That's why I have a denture laboratory on site. We place each tooth exactly where it should go so I can make the most beautiful looking denture just for you. And with my lab, I can make your new denture the same day. Come in the morning, you'll leave that afternoon with your new denture. Others make you wait 2 to 3 months because your denture is going to be made in some other state or even some other country, and you're going to get a cookie cutter looking denture. Do you really want your friends and family members to know you have a denture? Of course not. Ask me how Medicare can help pay for your denture. Visit my website, see all our current specials, watch some videos, even before and after pictures. Go to dentistofnaples.com. That's dentistofnaples.com. Or call 234-5284. That's 234-5284. I'm Dr. D'Amico, the denture artist. I can help you.
License number DN15639.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Coin Tip of the Day. I see full-page ads in the newspaper every day offering thousands of dollars for your air conditioner trade-in. They're ads about giant rebates and cashback deals, and I personally believe these companies think that the average consumer is too stupid to know the truth. I have more faith in you folks. There's no such thing as a trade-in or a real cashback in this business. The fake rebates and trade-ins are just overpriced air conditioning systems with a discount. They can't resell this equipment, and there's no such thing as an AC trade-in. It's as phony as the people trying to sell them. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. Bryant, whatever it takes, license CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in this business since 1949, and never offering fake and phony rebates and cashback.
Being young protects us kids from a lot of things, like paying bills and boring meetings. Blech. But there's one big thing being young doesn't protect us from. That's COVID. In January, there were over 2 million COVID cases among kids.
But now, kids 5 to 11 can get a vaccine tailored to give us the best protection.
For me, for us,
for kids.
We can do this. Find a vaccine near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
When you spot a rodent at home, you know they're fast. You know they're tricky. But when Truly Nolan's on their tail, you know we're faster, smarter, even trickier. With more than 80 years of pest control experience, Truly Nolan relentlessly chases down and eliminates rodent problems like there's no tomorrow. And for the rodents, there isn't. Because when Truly Nolan is in pursuit, you know one thing is certain. There's no escape. Schedule your free inspection today and get $50 off rodent control by going to trulynolan.com or call us at 800-GO-TRULY.
Hi there, it's Chris Stigall. You know, a trip to the supermarket or just a quick stop at the gas station to fill your tank, it can give you a painfully clear view of inflation right now. Prices are rising, you're feeling the pinch every single day. Well, what about the cash flow from your retirement accounts? You know, it's being eaten up by inflation at a rate you didn't anticipate too. Well, don't just stand aside and watch it happen. Learn important strategies that can help you protect your cash flow, your investments, and your standard of living from the ravages of inflation. My friend Steve Cordasco, John Walker, and their team at Mercer Advisors help you make the right decisions to help manage inflation's impact and preserve your wealth. Make that call, 855-558-3500. That's 855-558-3500, and do something about the financial pain being caused by inflation right now. Call the Cordasco team at Mercer Advisors, 855-558-3500. Cordasco Financial Network is a trade name owned by Mercer Global Advisors, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Andrew Garrett, Inc., which is not affiliated with Cordasco Financial Network or Mercer Advisors.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Here are my top suggestions for a little brother. I would say Emmett, Miller, and Grady, Wilson, Waylon, Fletcher, Langston, or Harvey. I'm kind of trying to evoke a ritzy Art Deco 1920s revival. Happy baby naming.
Yeah, happy baby naming. I know you're not going to believe this, but that is someone named Taylor Humphrey. Do you know who Taylor Humphrey is? Do you recognize the name, Jake? Do you recognize who Taylor Humphrey is? Nope. You shouldn't. And as a matter of fact, the profession that Taylor Humphrey has probably shouldn't exist, but it does. Taylor Humphrey is a baby namer. She names babies. Now, you might think, well, what's the big deal? She just names babies. She sees a baby on the street and says, that is a beautiful baby. Have you named the baby yet? You should name the baby, fill in the blank. No, Taylor Humphrey has named more than 100 babies in 2020 and has raked in more than $150,000 to do it. She charges upwards of $1,500 to $10,000 per baby to be a professional baby namer. She sees the baby, she hangs out with the baby, and she comes up with a name for the baby. And she gets paid to do it.
Okay, so hear me out here.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, well, there's that.
And then number two.
Yeah.
How do you get qualified to name a baby?
Brilliant question. That is probably one of the best questions you've ever asked on this program. Because I wasn't even thinking that. She's an NYU grad. She worked as a matchmaker, a fundraiser, and an event planner.
Does she have her own child?
Well, hold on. We haven't got there yet. She's also a Reiki practitioner and has written 2 feature-length screenplays and 1 TV pilot that explores religion, spirituality, science, futurism, and the unconditional, enduring nature of love. But she's always been obsessed with baby names and found her true calling when she established her What's in a Baby name business in 2015. So her experience is just life.
Did you say Reiki practitioner?
Yeah, do you know what Reiki is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so, all right.
Has she named like a park? Or, even just a bench at a park?
Why would you name a bench at a park?
Why wouldn't you?
Because
it's people walking around with bunny ears.
I'll give you. Wait, have you?
There's bunny ear people behind you. Sorry, it was distracting.
Oh, in the newsroom? Well, that's nice. Okay,
they can see it.
They're feeling festive. Why would you name a bench? So,
are you serious?
What? So because the New
You don't want a Drew Steele bench in Centennial Park?
No, because you know
Why
why?
not?
Because ultimately somebody's going to walk by the bench and call the bench by my name, and that's a little weird for me. Like, you don't name a bench because you assume that people aren't walking near a bench and going, "Excuse me, Bob, I got to sit on you."
Okay, hang on. So you don't want to be remembered with your name on a bench because you don't want someone to call an inanimate object your name? Here, check this out. Drew Steele. It's my phone. Hang on. There's another phone over here. Drew Steele.
What are you doing?
Yeah, another phone right here.
What are you doing? Are you're naming the phones in the studio after me?
Yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm dedicating them to you, so you can't.
Don't bother. Just don't do it. It's, I understand that there are people that have like buildings named, they endowment to somebody leaves money to a university, and it's like, hey, name the surgical center after me or something like that. They name buildings, right? They do that kind of thing.
Hospitals and things.
Do you see where you didn't go to, hey, Drew Steele, you could have a building named after you. You can have a surgery center, maybe life-saving, maybe for kids, a pediatric life-saving center named. No, you went to a park bench that's going to be named after me.
I wasn't.
Like the ones that you see if you're driving down.
Here.
Like when you're driving down 41 and you see one of those benches and it's got some dude's face and he's selling something, or it's like, whatever. Your face could be here. Or that's what you thought of.
Well, it takes time to get there, Drew. You got to start somewhere. So I was thinking a park bench.
Somebody texted, why would you name a baby fill in the blank? I wonder if she ever goes up to somebody, they spend $10,000 and she goes, Bob. Bob? Yeah, Bob. That's what I got. I got Bob. My Reiki practice, my Reiki feelings say Bob. It's just Bob. Okay. You could write the check out to me.
10,000, I'm guessing.
Can you imagine? Can't do it. Hey, look, there's a homeless dude sleeping on Drew Steele. Do you see? Do you see the problems? That's what we're looking at. And so I just thought about this. DrewSteele.com. If you watch on the website, streaming live at rumble.com, just look for the Drew Steele Show. I think it's under Drew Steele Show or something like that. I guess so they could see You called out the rabbit ears behind us, and then if you go, I forgot that everybody can see what's happening behind me. So the rabbit ears are there. Be weird if they were hopping by the window. Maybe we can convince them to hop by the window live on the air. Maybe that'll bring more viewership.
If you had a bench behind you with your name on it, that would bring in more viewers.
I'm looking at some of the people texting things and names, and you all need to have some coffee. Stop it. 239-479-5592. Or maybe you've had too much coffee. All right. Yesterday, a good day. They did find Frank James, the suspect in the Brooklyn subway shooting attack. The commissioner of New York City Police Department making the announcement.
I am truly fortunate to stand here among these extraordinary investigators and federal partners to make this announcement. Moments ago, Frank Robert James was stopped on the street and arrested by members of the New York City Police Department. Officers, in response to a Crime Stoppers tip, stopped Mr. James at 1:42 p.m. at the corner of St. Mark's Place and First Avenue in Manhattan. He was taken into custody without incident and has been transported to an NYPD facility.
And has this stupid smirk on his face as he was being put into the patrol car. Just Zach, what was his name? Zach Dannon? Is that his name? Zach Dannon. What a cool name. That is like Zach Dannon was the guy that gave the tip there in the East Village, calls the cops like we played earlier. No, not that. This audio right here.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
I'm good. My name is Zach. I was working inside the store and I was doing security cameras inside. And I see the guy, he walking from the screen. I see him from the cameras. So I thought, oh, this guy, let me call the police. And I call him and we catch him.
Zach, you are a hero. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to make the people safe always. Because the people is nice. The life is nice, you know?
You gotta keeping people safe because life is nice, you know? He's a hero. Instant hero. By the way, there was a $50,000 reward. Hopefully he's going to get that $50,000 reward. Did you know that? For a tip. But we'll see. And an ironic twist to the whole thing, he's a security camera installer. That's what he does for his job. And like I said, 10,000 cameras in the MTA system, transit system in New York City. 472 cameras in the subways. Every single one operational, except the 3 where this happened. And it's unbelievable. It's mind-boggling. It's insulting. It's coincidence? Yeah, I know. But they got him. Federal charges. FBI officials are saying he's facing federal charges for a, quote, terrorist attack on mass transit in connection with this shooting. Good. But again, the prior reports, he was in the FBI's Guardian lead system in New Mexico, where he had been before. He has a criminal record. The things he was doing on social media. Too many warnings out there about this individual. And too many warnings that would suggest that not only should his postings on social media be taken down, but that also people should have more than just an eye on him. How did Frank James, the apparent black nationalist arrested for Tuesday's subway rampage, become radicalized? Miranda Devine has the story in the New York Post. He was spewing racist hate years before this subway shooting. The social media rants of the 62-year-old suspect reveal a man consumed with hatred of white people and convinced of a looming race war. He's not too complimentary about Hispanics, Asians, and his own race, for that matter, and claims to have had long-term mental health problems. The 29 victims of Tuesday's shooting were a multicultural mix, as you would expect in a crowded rush-hour subway train. Police say James detonated smoke grenades before firing 33 shots on the N train. They found a hatchet, ammunition magazines, fireworks, gasoline. It's a miracle nobody was killed. But whatever his psychiatric issues, he sounds very much like other ideologically fixated, identity-obsessed killers who have emerged since the BLM Antifa racial movement of 2020 and the hate speech it unleashed. I know. Are we not allowed to? We're not allowed to mention this.
Did you hear the video of him walking? And it was like I think it was the day before. There was a video he took of himself walking and just berating everyone.
Yeah,
racially profiling everybody.
Like Darrell Brooks Jr., who allegedly plowed his car into the Waukesha Christmas parade last November, and Noah Green, the Nation of Islam adherent who rammed Capitol Police last April in a quickly memory-hold attack. James espoused the rancid racist ideology of black supremacy, once known officially as, quote, black identity extremism, which we've been assured by the FBI and other legal experts doesn't exist. Posted material on social media to all of this effect. There's plenty out there to see. Some of the outrageous statements that he made. We were told by the NYPD within hours of the subway attack it wasn't terrorism, but it sure looked like a lone wolf terrorist attack motivated by hateful ideology. Sure enough, at the press conference Wednesday, the Brooklyn U.S. attorney said that James had been charged with a federal terrorism offense. In that same presser, the FBI refuted reports that James was on any watch list, saying agents had not previously investigated him. Maybe if they didn't waste so much effort chasing down white supremacy hoaxes and trapping Trump supporters, investigating bogus reports of nooses and NASCAR garages, it might have been better placed to notice James's hate-filled rants on social media for years. Just an idea, but maybe the FBI shouldn't allow elite opinion in politics to dictate where it places its resources. This is Miranda Devine writing in the New York Post. You know, and I guess it comes down to, again, too many times we're hearing about domestic terrorism and parents that show up at school board meetings and the white supremacists, Trump supporters that are out there. And these are the people we got to keep an eye on. And yet the FBI does what? Drops the ball? Too busy focusing in other places? Like you can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You can't juggle a couple of different things. You only focus on the one thing, and you're not going to say anything specific about all terrorism, all domestic terrorists that are out there that should be labeled as such because of the rantings and the things that they describe and espouse, and somehow we have to stay away from that because politics. Really? Which ultimately doesn't keep us safer. Yeah, so there you go. But a article in the New York Post by Miranda Devine, I would suggest you check out. But again, good for the hero Zach Dannon, who noticed right away that this was the guy, and keeping his eye out and making sure, in his words, that the community is safe, because that's what it is. People just want to be safe. They want to feel safe and they want to feel secure. And when you have a political party who is trying to convince you that their way is the right way, and to defund police departments and take away from the resources that would help the people who run to danger, who are out there on the streets every day, like the New York City Police Department and many police departments, ours as well, who each and every day are doing anything and everything they can to keep our neighborhoods safe and the resources that they need to do that. And how when you go to sleep and you're busy doing things with your kids, and you're busy grilling out or whatever it is, that there are others who are still working around the clock to get things done and to ensure that you are allowed and able to do these things without the threat of someone ruining that and that safety and security. And then you have a political party who's trying to insist that, no, we got to reimagine policing. Really, and we know what that reimagining is. And it doesn't make us safer. And you would assume that there would be consequences for those thoughts, leading into the 22 and certainly the 24 elections. And more, we're starting to see evidence of that. The latest of which we're going to talk about coming up in just a bit. Because what if Democrats have kind of gotten ahead of their skis, if you will, with what they thought was going to be the benefit, for example, of illegal immigration. Title 42 is gone, and the rush on our southern border, and the concerns that we certainly have there. But of one narrative that may be disappearing before our eyes that has to do with why Democrats would be so comfortable with having an open border to our south. We'll talk about that coming up. 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC Talk and Text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
The right place for local talk. Drew now, Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and you know and I know that finding a doctor is one of the most important decisions that you can make in your life for you and your family. And you want to find somebody that's going to promote patient interaction and advocacy above all else. That's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. She's my doctor, and I'm just telling you, it's that personal interaction, that one-on-one, the time that she spends, the huge amount of time going into detail. It's like nothing I've ever seen, and it's that connection that means so much to me. She's got a calming demeanor that'll help you if you've got anxiety about maybe issues that are going on in your life, but you need somebody in your life that you can trust, a physician that will listen. And here's the best part. She'll meet with you face-to-face anytime you need her, no matter where you are. You've got direct contact and complete access to Dr. Kogan. And that's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. Find out more about her practice on 5th Avenue South by going to customlongevity.com. That's customlongevity.com.
Doesn't fit, has missing parts, or became damaged? Trying to save a few bucks can end up costing more. My Shower Door is a locally owned and operated family business that measures, manufactures, and installs our own brand of frameless shower doors right here in Southwest Florida. And we were just named Lee County's Manufacturer of the Year. With almost 80,000 shower doors installed, we have the experience and expertise. Plus, estimates are always free. Want to see more? Go to myshowerdoor.com.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
Have you ever had pain down your legs or into your hips and thought, why is this happening? There's a large nerve that comes out of your back that runs down into your leg called the sciatic nerve. This nerve can get compressed by a bulging herniated disc, arthritis, stenosis, or scoliosis. This causes sciatica, which eventually can lead to back, leg, or hip pain, weakness, or numbness. Avoid the band-aids like anti-inflammatories, spinal injections, or painful surgery. Sciatica, as well as bulging disc neuropathy and stenosis, can now effectively be treated with non-surgical spinal decompression at Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK. Spinal decompression decompresses the discs and nerves, allowing them to heal. FDA cleared, safe and comfortable. Make a decision to live life without pain. Call my office, Johnston Spinal Care, for a free telephone consultation. 596-BACK. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hey, we've got my friend Dave Meister on the phone, of course, with the Floor Meisters, the family-owned Floor Meisters in Naples. And Dave, listen, I know you got a lot of things going on. You're selling a lot of cord tech. That's great, but you got this 8,000 square foot showroom with a selection of carpet that is absolutely unbelievable as well. And the prices right now are pretty amazing. So I hear you got this whole thing going on with Dreamweaver carpet starting at, wait a minute, let me just get this right, at just $1.99 a square foot?
Yes, installed carpet pad and labor, $1.99.
And there's the phones ringing already. Look at that. They're getting excited.
Oh, yeah.
Dave, tell me more about what we've got here.
So we've got a big selection, and this is quite a carpet.
Listen, if you haven't been to the Floor Meisters, you really owe it to yourself to visit their store, 6281 Naples Boulevard, right next to Costco. Whether it's tile, laminate, hardwood, or, of course, carpet, they've got it all. So give them a call today, 239-596-4964, or on the web at floormeisters.com.
You're invited to visit the United Fidelity Bank on Metro Parkway. Let us help you save with our market-leading CD rates. Our 6-month CD currently earns 0.50% APY. Compare and invest with United Fidelity Bank 6-month CD that earns 0.50% APY. Only at United Fidelity Bank. A penalty may be imposed for early withdrawal. Annual percentage yield current as of 2/18/2022. Minimum deposit of $1,000 required to open CD. 6-month CD renews automatically.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanderbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you in your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanderbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
Youthful, energetic, happy, sexual, strong, physical, no fear, taking the bull by the horns.
Old, tired, joint aches, overweight, wrinkled, depressed, sex. I remember what that was.
In men, low testosterone can lead to muscle loss, extra body fat, fatigue, depression, and erectile dysfunction. In women, hormonal imbalance can similarly cause extra fat around your middle and thighs, lack of desire, feminine dryness, and exhaustion. Suboptimal hormone levels are associated with the development of disease states like osteoporosis, heart disease, and stroke. At Neogenics, we specialize in testosterone, growth hormone promoters, bioidentical hormones, and nutritional programs designed to correct these imbalances and make you feel revitalized. See why patients from across the country are coming to Neogenics and take the first step to feeling great again. Call Neogenics for a free consultation at 277-9999 or find us online at neogenicmd.com. That's 277-9999. Neogenics, rediscover your youth.
Even the left speaker sounds right when you're listening to 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along.
Locked up, due in court today. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. The man accused of shooting 10 people on a subway train in Brooklyn, New York, Tuesday is facing terrorism-related federal charges.
A massive manhunt involving hundreds of detectives and police ensued after Tuesday morning's chaos. And in the end, it was actually James himself who helped bring an end to the chase. The bizarre climax to the intensive search came when 62-year-old Frank James called Crime Stoppers hotline after seeing himself plastered across TV screens and wanted posters. He reportedly told the tip line that he was at a McDonald's in Lower Manhattan. When officers arrived, he had gone taking a stroll in the area, and that's when witnesses saw him and called the cops.
Fox's Lauren Green in New York. President Biden's pledging $800 million more in military aid to Ukraine, including heavy weapons.
Ukrainian officials reporting that a Russian warship in the Black Sea hit by Neptune missiles and was significantly damaged. It's named Moskva, which translates to Moscow, and it was made famous when a brave Ukrainian border guard on Snake Island told it where it could go.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. Russia's military, though, says the ship was damaged by an ammunition fire, not Ukrainians. Southern California shoe store owner is under arrest, accused of accidentally shooting a girl waiting for pictures with a mall Easter bunny.
For a shoe store owner, it was shoot first, ask questions later. Police say Markel Cockrell was chasing shoplifters out of his store Tuesday evening in the small city of Victorville in San Bernardino County when he fired multiple rounds. He didn't hit any of the thieves, but cops say Cockrell shot a 9-year-old girl. Her grandmother, Robin Saldarelli, says a bullet fractured the child's arm.
It's kind of fractured they can't surgically fix. She's going to have to wear a special brace for it, and it'll take a lot longer to heal.
Deputies say Cockrell fled to Nevada, then was arrested Wednesday. He's now awaiting extradition on a warrant for attempted murder. Tom Rigotti, Fox News.
America's listening to Fox News.
This Fox News update is presented by Freedom Dental of Fort Myers. Online at freedomdentalftmyers.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Traffic really stacking up on Lee Boulevard and Lehigh Acres right now at the intersection of Lee and Harry Avenue North in the westbound direction. This is right near the intersection of Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road. This is a busy area anyway this time of day, but we are watching a crash. No word on any injuries yet. Elsewhere in Lee County, Midpoint Bridge starting to get backed up. Speeds around 33 miles per hour. 41 looking a little slow in the southbound direction just past Corkscrew Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
We're looking at a warm and slightly more humid afternoon today as temperatures will be climbing back into the upper 80s to low to middle 90s. We'll also see the return of some scattered rain and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Look for those rain chances bumping up, particularly after 2 p.m. today, where we'll keep with a few areas of rain and thunderstorms as we head into this evening. Things wind down for tomorrow morning, a low near 70 degrees. Waking up on your Friday, we're back to another warm, humid day for your Friday afternoon. A high of 91 for tomorrow with more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll keep with a few storms into your Saturday with isolated rain and thunderstorms for Easter Sunday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
At home or on your phone, no matter where you roam, you can always get rightallalong.net, the new web home for 92.5 Fox News.
Visit Jason and Todd at the Diamond District.
Jason and Todd want to meet and share with you personally the largest selection of GIA loose certified diamonds at the most competitive prices in the world.
At the Diamond District.
All my friends are jealous of LEQ.
Hi, I'm LEQ.
They say it's like you have a sidekick, always checking in, connecting you to family, suggesting activities.
Did you sleep better last night?
Yeah, that breathing exercise before bed helped. See what I mean? She helps me stay healthy and independent. Plus, she's a hoot.
What makes a banana split?
I just tell my friends, go order your own.
Call 844-944-ELLI or visit ELLIQ.com to learn more.
Chevy sales, Marty speaking.
Yeah, hey, Marty, I'm calling about the Chevy Equinox you're advertising for $29,999.
What about it?
Well, can everyone get that price?
Well, there are some additional fees.
Oh, I see, fees. So that's a no.
Listen, come in and I'll see what I can do.
I don't think so. Everyone qualifies for Victory Lane Chevrolet's advertised price.
Really?
Yeah, no markups, no added fees.
What the?
Victory Lane's advertised price applies to everyone.
Look, I gotta go.
Yeah, why don't you go? Go figure out some more fees to add.
You done?
Gold watch fee, new suit fee, hair transplant fee. Don't be fooled by other dealers' prices. At Victory Lane Chevrolet, the price you see is the price you get. Lease a new Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, just $429 a month. Plus get a $1,000 accessory allowance and $1,000 off MSRP on every new Chevy truck in stock. Victory Lane Chevrolet, on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com. Leases with approved credit, 10,000 miles per year. All rebates to dealer offers do not combine. Taxes and fees extra, not all offers combined.
Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano. ldtlaw.com.
Looking for a reputable HVAC service provider? 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating of Naples provides a high level of service and value to our clients. To learn more, visit onehourairnaples.com or call 855-1-HOUR.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
You already know that Genesis produces some of the most luxurious cars and SUVs in the world. But did you know that Genesis of Naples is the world's #1 largest volume Genesis dealer? Hi, I'm Sheila Zellers, owner of Genesis of Naples, and we're number one because we make sure you have a luxurious buying experience. Yes, my staff and I are honored to help our customers get into a new Genesis with our large volume of incoming inventory, like Motor Trend's 2022 SUV of the Year, the all-new GV70, or the hot midsize GV80, plus the G70, G80, G90 luxury sedans. Come see why the Genesis G80 ranked number one in initial quality among upper midsize premium cars by J.D. Power. As the world's largest dealer, we receive the largest share incoming models. So let us help you reserve yours. We're taking pre-orders now, so come in and select your dream Genesis. Visit Genesis of Naples on Airport Road today.
Based on 2021 retail sales volume GMA. For JD Power 2021 U.S. award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. Join 92.5 Fox News as we welcome Sean Spicer to Silver Spot Cinema at Mercado in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. You can get your tickets now. They're just $30, and they include a signed copy of Sean's new book, Radical Nation. So text the word Spicer, S-P-I-C-E-R, right now to 239-479-5592. That's 239-479-5592, and you'll be sent to a link to buy those tickets automatically. Get your tickets today, all thanks to All Phase Electric, Napoleon Luxury Real Estate, and the Floormeisters.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do.
Thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
All right, everybody, hold on to your hats or your hair or your hairdo or whatever's on your head, or just hold on, because Elon Musk has just made an announcement this morning, just 20 minutes ago. The news is breaking. Wait, do you hear this? Oh, man. I have no idea. This just broke, so it wasn't what I was planning on talking about, but I got to talk about it now, because wait till you hear this. Jake is patiently waiting. He is super excited. He went into the break room and actually spent money on a beverage that looks like a pretty expensive one. Like you had a couple of extra bucks today. That's good. So we're going to talk about that coming up in just a second. A couple of other things that are going on. I'm just trying to figure this out. Sri Lanka declared bankruptcy. Like the nation of Sri Lanka is like, yeah, we can't repay our debts. They are negotiating default to all their creditors and just trying to figure out. We should be concerned about that, right? When there's nations that are defaulting, are we kind of worried about that and how they got into this position? You know, I only bring it up because of a couple of different things. Number one, they clearly were not prepared for bad times. Let's just put it this way. In this state of Florida, in the free state of Florida, when you're doing things the right way and you have a surplus and you're being good stewards of people's money, let's just say, there are things that you can do extraordinarily or be prepared, buffer for the bad times, which helps you to get through all of it, which is a good thing. The second thing is they're talking about the kind of debt that we only wish we had as a nation. Recent events, including the COVID-19 pandemic, fallout from the hostilities in Ukraine, eroded Sri Lanka's fiscal position. But wait till you hear what I'm going to talk about. Oh, their debt is like $6 billion. $6 billion. I think their debt servicing a total is like $25 billion. $25 billion is, do you realize when you're talking trillions of dollars that we have spent, that we have put into our economy and what that does, and inflation and the like, and the kind of numbers you're talking about at $25 billion, it's like the proverbial drop in a bucket, but still trouble there. Not good. Food shortages, more things happening. Just keeping your eye on stories like this that pop. But what about COVID stimulus checks? What if I were to tell you that the stimmies worsened inflation? What if I were to tell you that all the free money that was promised to you that you ended up getting and you had to have because of the pandemic and how awful things were? And listen, do you understand how hard it was to pay bills and mortgages and gas and everything else? I mean, people weren't working. Well, 4 economists at the Fed say that America's high rate of inflation relative to the rest of the world is a result of surging disposable income during the pandemic. Well, what does that mean? And why is that important? And this story it's a big deal. So we're going to read from that story coming up in just a second. Before we get to the Elon Musk news that is breaking right now, Jake, don't look it up. Are you Googling Elon Musk right now? You're not. You're waiting for me, right? Yeah, you are. Don't cheat. Wait.
I didn't.
You didn't?
I haven't, no.
You haven't? You didn't? Do I need to go in there? Do I need to go look at your history to find out?
Come look?
Yeah. Don't make me get up. I'm used to I sound like I'm in my house. Don't make me get out of this chair. All right, before we get to that, Sean Spicer in Southwest Florida, we're excited. Hopefully you got your tickets. He'll be with us at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples at Mercado. It's a great place to hang out and watch an event. You know, we had the exclusive meet and greet tickets. They sold out. So now we have a new batch of tickets, which is great. You get the chance to see Sean Spicer live. You will get a copy of his new book, Radical Nation. The tickets are like only $30. So it's a great deal. Wednesday, April 20th, that is less than a week away at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples at Mercado. Get your tickets right now, just $30. Text the word Spicer, S-P-I-C-E-R. Do it right now to 239-479-5592. All right, here we go. You ready? Here is the news. Elon Musk putting his money where his mouth is. Are you kidding? Oh, there it is. Thought I lost it. Elon Musk has made an offer to buy Twitter. All of it. 100% of Twitter. Says the platform needs to be transformed into a private business to thrive again. Are you ready for this? Wow. Did this just happen? I guess it did. Listen to this. I am talking about what Elon Musk said. I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe, and I believe free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve this societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. As a result, I am offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash, a 54% premium over the day before I began investing in Twitter, and a 38% premium over the day before my investment was publicly announced. My offer is my best and final offer, and if it's not accepted, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Twitter has extraordinary potential, and I will unlock it. Elon Musk. And he says pretty much, this is it. Best and final offer. I'm not playing back and forth. This is what's written on this voice transcript. I'm not playing back and forth. I've moved straight to the end. It's a high price and your shareholders are going to love it. If the deal doesn't work, given that I don't have confidence in management, nor do I believe I can drive the necessary change in the public market, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. It's not a threat. It's simply not a good investment without the changes that need to be made. And those changes won't happen without taking the company private. Now, all the things that Elon Musk was talking about Twitter recently, things like we need free speech, you guys stink, management stinks, all these, right? Talking trash about Twitter when people were saying, well, why didn't you want to go on the board? Because if you're on the board, you can't talk smack about the place that you're working at, right? As a fiduciary, you can't take the board and go, all right, I'm on the board of directors here at Twitter. This place stinks. You can't, no, you don't do that as a board member. So not being a board member, he's allowed to trash the place and tell the truth about what it is, thereby lowering the price point to a place where it's like, hey, I'll tell you what, why don't I just buy it at a premium? How do you not take that deal? Do they do, like, what happens next? Is this real? Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's huge. That is huge. Big deal. So we'll see. Wall Street Journal reported on it. $54 a share. How about that? All right. Elon Musk not messing around. Does it happen? How do you say no? If you're a shareholder and it's all about the profits and somebody says, I'm giving you almost 50% of what the value of it is. How do you say, nah, no, we'd rather keep it because we want to stifle speech? Like you think that the platform is going to go anywhere near that kind of price anytime soon? I don't know. We'll see. All right, interesting stuff. 239-479-5592. All right, let's pivot to this. So we're talking about Sri Lanka and the bankruptcy. We're talking about inflation and how there were questions yesterday for Jen Psaki about, hey, you still thinking that inflation is transitory?
Does the White House still view inflation as transitory?
That is the view of the Federal Reserve and outside economists, and they all continue to project it will come down this year.
Okay, so yeah, we're not not talking about others. Like, you guys still think so. Well, we're going by what other people say. Okay, and they're saying, yeah, it's going to go down. So down to what? Transitory. Like it's going to go away. They feel like it's going to go. What are the indicators that would say that it's going to start to go down? What is it? Recession territory? Probably that's where we're heading. You hate to say it, but that would do it. And you even have, who was it? It was Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen, who just wants to let you know, get ready. Because on the heels of President Biden in Iowa, while he was getting pooped on by a bird, that whole thing, it was actually corn falling from the ceiling. Because, corn magically falls from the ceiling in Iowa, everybody, at biofuel places. It's just one of those things. As he's getting pooped on, he said, listen, we're going to have an alternative fuel tax here. How are we going to get to this place? How are we going to make our way to biofuels and bring the price of fuels down? And how are we going to biofuels? And how are we going to pay for that? Taxes. We're going to raise your taxes. Oh, you bet we are. And now you got Janet Yellen, who's like, listen, we've got some issues with the climate, and it's an existential threat. Meaning like the most important threat, the biggest threat. It's not Russia. It's not China. No. Miami's going to be in the ocean. You're going to have, Marco Island. Forget about it. All of you who are buying a property on Marco Island, what are you doing? It's all going to be, it's going to be gone. It's not going to be gone. So here's Janet Yellen. Listen.
The recent IPCC reports confirm that our window of opportunity to leave our planet worthy of our children and our grandchildren is even closer to being permanently shut.
It's going to be, Jake, it's permanently shut. We're not going to have a planet to leave our kids and our grandkids. It's almost permanently shut. We're this close. My fingers are thinly spread apart. If you were to stop eating beef, if you were to drive an electric vehicle, if you were to stop using some of that fancy hairspray you use on your big long locks, if you don't stop doing that, you're not going to, forget about it. Your kids are not even going to, there will be no planet. We won't be here.
We must redouble our efforts to decarbonize our economies.
We got to decarbonize the economy, everybody. Doubling down the effort. You know what that means. Fossil fuels, decarbonizing, carbon taxes, biofuel taxes,
Recognizing that countries will use a range of tools, including carbon pricing, regulation, and subsidies.
Are you listening to the options here, everybody? So this is what we have to do.
Including carbon pricing.
Carbon pricing, right? Taxing, carbon tax, right?
Regulation.
Lots of regulation. We got to regulate. It's the only way we're going to get through this is to regulate. No. We don't open it up in the free market and take away regulations to unleash the potential of businesses and the economy to flourish. No. We regulate. We regulate.
And subsidies.
We subsidize. Come on, more federal money out there into the ether. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get money, you get cash. And what about that? This story out of Reason magazine, Reason.com. I say Reason magazine, Reason.com. You like the stimmies? I know, Jay, you like the cash, you like the money during the pandemic. You know, it was like, listen, we took your jobs away, so now we're going to give you cash. I mean, it's only fair, right? Inflation has surged across much of the developed world in the past year as COVID lockdowns eased and pent-up demand for goods and services collided with ongoing supply chain snafus. But inflation is running higher in the U.S. than just about anywhere else in the world right now. Why is that? Well, there's a new paper out from 4 economists at the Fed in San Francisco. It's because the American government was relatively more generous during the pandemic, borrowing and spending trillions of dollars to not only fund COVID relief efforts, but to line the pockets of Americans with direct payments that enlarged the money supply and overheated the economy. Whoa. Inflation rates in the U.S. and other developed economies have closely tracked each other historically. However, since the first half of 21, U.S. inflation increasingly outpaced inflation in other developed countries. Estimates suggest fiscal support measures designed to counteract the severity of the pandemic's economic effect may have contributed to this divergence. So, why is it? Why is it that all the countries they track together with inflation, we're all tracking together, but for some reason the U.S. is like 3% higher than everybody else? Why is that? Well, here's their answer. About $817 billion in direct payments to American households were delivered in 3 rounds during the pandemic. Remember this whole thing that was going out? Remember the first round of stimulus checks worth $1,200 per person was approved as part of the coronavirus aid relief and economic securities CARES Act. Another round of $600 in checks was distributed starting in December of that year. But the big blow came in 21 when the Biden administration pushed through a round of $1,400 checks as part of the American Recovery Plan. Though each round of direct checks had slightly different parameters for determining who would get the payments, who was getting them? Who was getting the payments, Jake? Was it individuals who couldn't pay their mortgages, couldn't make car payments, couldn't put food on the table? Much of the $817 billion landed in the bank accounts of people who had never lost their jobs and were well above the poverty line. Household income earners, as much as $160,000 in joint income, were eligible for the final round of direct payments dispersed during the first half of 21. And many progressives in Congress thought the cutoff should have been even higher. So we're now reaping what Congress sowed. You know, Congress who could give up about what's going on with debts and deficits and doesn't care about debt clocks and just ring it up in trillions. What's a trillion between friends? Come on, billions? Who's thinking about billions anymore? We're in the trillions now. Everything is a T. There's no B's in the start of anything that talks about money and cash and funding and the United States government. Everything starts with a T. All that excess cash is chasing the same number of goods. That's a recipe for inflation straight out of any economic textbook. The 4 economists concluded that, quote, U.S. income transfers may have contributed to an increase in inflation of about 3 percentage points by the fourth quarter of 21. Even Larry Summers, one of Obama's top economic advisors, was saying, don't do this. Inflationary pressures of a kind we have not seen in a generation. And he was right. We gave money to people, billions of dollars to people that were working, that didn't stop working. And what did they do with the money? We want to buy stuff. We're going to buy all kinds of stuff. We're going to buy golf clubs and cars and things and want to buy goods. And so you had all this money that's out there chasing the same number of goods, excess cash, and what did we have and what's going on? And it causes inflation. 3 percentage points. So not even just regular inflation and trying to get out of the pandemic and money that's chasing goods and supply chain issues and trying to catch up with that and low interest rates and everything else and free money. No. It's on top of that, it's people with cash from the government that's like, woo, time to buy, baby. Look, the government is a disaster when it comes to the economy. Listen, Republicans aren't much better, so let's not start jumping up and down about how awful Democrats are. Republicans are in the same boat. There was a time when they cared, and then all of a sudden they thought to themselves, yeah, politically it's not a winner. And so they don't care about spending money either, and that's what we're dealing with. And it has to stop. But is it? Are we ever going to have any fiscal responsibility in this country at all? Or is it just going to have to come down to, listen, we're going to have a recession. It's going to have to crash and burn before anything gets rebuilt. And it's ridiculous that we wouldn't put ourselves in a position like a state, for example, of Florida, that has done a good job of being good stewards oftentimes, not all the way around, but oftentimes of our tax dollars, and puts us in a position where things get tough, we can get through them without having to have some kind of draconian measures or tax increases or spending or anything like that that would turn everything upside down. All right, 239-479-5592. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we've got other things to discuss. The Democrats in the state of Florida are they don't know what the heck is going on. They got caught in quite the conundrum just the other day. I'll mention that. And hey, nothing like critical race theory theater. And I'm not saying like theater, like stop being so theatrical when it comes to critical race theory. I'm talking about a theater production in New York City on critical race theory. I got some of the audio. It's not a joke, right?
Not a joke.
Stay right. 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hello, Floridians. Today is a good day to do great things. Yes! Like finally getting your closet organized. Or fixing your water heater so you can enjoy warm, steamy showers. Oh, yeah! Do something great today by calling Plumbing Today to take care of all your plumbing needs. Right now, get our 93 or free drain clearing and get the best from today.
Call today, Plumbing Today, plumbingtoday.biz.
Visit plumbingtoday.biz to book an appointment.
Tee up and swing into spring at Coral Oaks Golf Course in Cape Coral. Experience excellent playing conditions, GPS golf carts, delicious specials at Knickers Pub, and lower spring rates. Play 18 holes with cart any day after noon for just $59, or play Twilight after 2 p.m. for only $49 through April. Book tee times up to 7 days in advance at coraloaksgolf.com. We'll see you at Coral Oaks, where every day is a great day.
Hi there, it's Chris Stegall. The Federal Reserve has made clear their intention of raising interest rates to help reduce inflation. But do you know how increasing rates are affecting the value of your bond holdings and what exactly that means to you and your money? Well, if you don't, you should. We all have blind spots, especially in times of change. And that's why the Cordasco team at Mercer Advisors can stress test the bonds in your portfolio. The results of a stress test show you how those bonds may hold up under a variety of future economic conditions. By stress testing, the Cordasco team can help you minimize your blind spots. With interest rates rising, inflation on the move, continued market volatility, consider making the call to my friend Steve Cordasco or John Walker for a free stress test. 855-558-3500. That's 855-558-3500. Cordasco Financial Network is a trade name owned by Mercer Global Advisors, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Andrew Garrett, Inc., which is not affiliated with the Cordasco Financial Network or Mercer Advisors.
Hi, Brad McDaniel here, the second generation of Kenmark Air. For the past 26 years, Kenmark Air has stood for good family morals and values taught to us by our father, Ken McDaniel. Kenmark Air is still dedicated to good, fair, and honest service, just like we've been for nearly 3 decades. So for family-valued service, AC repair, maintenance, and replacement, call Kenmark Air, 239-389-COOL. That's 389-COOL. And tell them Brad asked you to call. Or visit us online at kenmarkair.com. License number CAC 057163.
I'm Congressman Byron Donalds. Let's talk about what matters here in Southwest Florida. It's family, jobs, tourism, and the constant fight to push back on liberal policies like H.R. 1 that would see a federal takeover of our elections. That's why my agenda will always be based on the core values of people in this district: a strong economy, an end to waste, and secure borders to protect us. My goal as your congressman is to make sure our coastal regions are protected and that I serve as a good steward of your tax dollars to projects that improve our district, and to do so without raising your taxes. That's my agenda. Please reach out to learn more about how I'm fighting for you and the many ways my office can help you navigate any problems you're having with federal agencies. I'd like to hear from you. Visit donalds.house.gov or call my district office at 239-599-6033.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Let's hear from Dr. Johnston at 596-BACK.
People who suffer with back or neck problems, whether that's pain, numbness, or weakness, deal with something that can be frustrating. Pain wears us down. It can affect our relationships with family and friends. It's not fun to be around someone who's always complaining about their backs. Don't resign yourself to having to live with pain. In my office, Johnston Spinal Care, I successfully treat the worst of the worst, those who get injections, nerve-burning procedures, or even surgery. And now they're back, golfing and living life. If there's a treatment that is extremely effective for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, or neuropathy, wouldn't you want to see if it can help you? Non-surgical spinal decompression is now in Southwest Florida. Safe and painless, more than just a temporary fix. Long-lasting relief that can finally heal the condition, regardless of age. Take the time right now to call my Medicare-friendly office for a no-charge telephone consultation about spinal decompression. Johnston Spinal Care, 596-BACK, 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
Traffic really stacking up on Lee Boulevard and Lehigh Acres right now at the intersection of Lee and Harry Avenue North in the westbound direction. This is right near the intersection of Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road. This is a busy area anyway this time of day, but we are watching a crash. No word on any injuries yet. Elsewhere in Lee County, Midpoint Bridge starting to get backed up. Speeds around 33 miles per hour. 41 looking a little slow in the southbound direction just past Corkscrew Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
We're looking at a warm and slightly more humid afternoon today as temperatures will be climbing back into the upper 80s to low to middle 90s. We'll also see the return of some scattered rain and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Look for those rain chances bumping up, particularly after 2 p.m. today, where we'll keep with a few areas of rain and thunderstorms as we head into this evening. Things wind down for tomorrow morning, a low near 70 degrees. Waking up on your Friday, we're back to another warm, humid day for your Friday afternoon. A high of 91 for tomorrow with more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll keep with a few storms into your Saturday with isolated rain and thunderstorms for Easter Sunday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
IRAs have always been a great way for investors to direct their investment dollars into real estate investments, but that option is under attack in Biden's new Build Back Better plan. Ty Lassiter here from Key City Capital to give you the details. Many of our investors choose to use a self-directed IRA to place their investment dollars in Key City Capital because they love the double-digit returns that we deliver. However, if Biden gets his way, the new stimulus package may limit or even remove your freedom to invest with your IRA dollars in most real estate investments. But rest assured, Key City Capital is hard at work to deliver the promised returns to our investors.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Hey guys, it's Robbie Raw. You've heard how much I love my art supports from the Good Feet store. Now I want you to hear from someone else.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Caton. I decided to get my own art supports, and I absolutely love them.
Visit the Good Feet store and take back your life.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means
Find what is best for you and your budget by walking you through the variety of factors that change the beauty and prices of a diamond. And you can be sure that with Jason and Todd, you will buy a diamond at a wholesale price.
Well, is the little pill working yet?
Men, these days could be a thing of the past. Hello, this is Dr. Lou Spangler at Neogenics. Recent advances in non-surgical treatment for erectile dysfunction, combining high-frequency shockwave therapy with the P-Shot, which utilizes platelet-rich plasma, can help restore your virility. These treatments help restore blood flow to the penis and rejuvenate penile tissues, resulting in longer, stronger, firmer, more satisfying erections. Both treatments are simple, in-office procedures, and there is no pain and no downtime. You can resume all normal activities immediately after treatment, including sexual activity. Men, you don't have to suffer anymore. If you have erectile dysfunction or simply want to improve your sexual function, call Neogenics at 239-277-9999 for a free consultation. That's Neogenics at 277-9999. Again, 277-9999.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
It's about the difficulty of having conversations about race. Pretty early on, Claudia and I had a conversation where we were talking about whiteness as the presumption of ownership of space. From that moment on, it became very clear to me that so much of whiteness is about that presumption of space and how Black people are forced to negotiate the very violent space that they take up.
What will surprise audiences is how much movement and dance is inside this production. There is no way to really pull the play apart and leave that movement behind.
To put movement to whiteness is a huge challenge. How does one embody white rage or white fragility or white vulnerability? How is that singular towards this category of people? So it's not like we're dancing through things as much as the dance reveals what we're dealing with and what is there.
Okay, nothing to see here. It's the producers of a brand new play that's going to be hitting New York City, examining the nature of white dominance. It's a new play dedicated to woke identity politics and critical race theory. And there's going to be dancing. So those are the producers explaining how they were going to create this production. Yeah. Okay, 239-479-5592. I'm just going to leave that alone. And here's the thing. Your first reaction should be, no, probably shouldn't do this. Probably not a good idea. The second reaction is, let them knock themselves out. Just don't go. But there is a segment of society that likes to go to plays, that will go to this production to see how they do it, and will hear the things that will be on the stage and believe it. And run with it. Well, I mean, it's New York. I mean, it's the radical progressive ideology. It's expected. So there you go. By the way, is this radical or not? The CDC is extending the airline mask mandate 15 more days. So 15 more days, everybody, to slow the spread. That's what we're doing. It's 15 more, 2 more weeks to slow the spread. That's all it is, Jake. We're close. Just give us 2 more weeks. And we're almost there. You still got to wear the mask on planes, but you know what? We're close. We're so close. I can just I can feel it. I can feel somewhere Fauci just saying I don't know, maybe better than that. It's more like
I would talk about PCAST, and people would look at me like, what in the hell is he talking about? And then I'd explain what I meant. And it wasn't particularly active the last 4 years, but science is back.
Okay, that's all. I was just trying to get to that. So science is back. So 15 days to slow the spread, to convince everybody that We're going to stop COVID in its tracks. Hey, listen, you think Shanghai and China shutting down major cities, I'm talking 60% or 40% of their GDP, 70 plus cities in China, completely shutting them down, people starving, people jumping from balconies to their death because they would rather, that's the desperation that they're in right now and they can't eat. But we'll mask up for 2 more weeks and we'll stop it. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on here? Biden's support among Hispanics collapses, spelling, quote, nightmare scenario for Democrats. According to a new Quinnipiac poll, only 26% of Hispanic voters approve of Biden's job performance, standing significantly lower than the president's 31% of white and 63% of black approval. Meanwhile, Biden holds a 54% of Hispanic disapproval rating, while 59% of white, 25% of black respondents say they disapprove. A staggering 41% of Hispanic voters say they strongly disapprove of the president's job handling, while only 12% of respondents say they strongly approve. The latest Quinnipiac poll is a disaster for Democrats. Giancarlo Sopo on his Twitter account was mentioning the fact that, look, even if you think it's off 10 points, it's a nightmare for Democrats. Ben Domenech was saying it another way. Hispanics are Republicans now. I mean, is that what's happening? Is that what's going on right now? Is there a major shift, a political shift? Is there a major miscalculation that is taking place right before our very eyes? Not only in the state of Florida with the amount of people that are registering as Republicans, but how in other places the dissatisfaction with the Democrat Party, the disapproval of this president, and the possible changing over of a demographic to the Republican Party, where a Democrat Party was convinced that the more open borders you have, yeah, we know fentanyl, yeah, we know criminals, yeah, we know terrorism, yeah, we know sex trafficking, yeah, we know child trafficking, yeah, we know all about these things. But listen, there are people that are just hard workers and they're making their way from their southern border for a better life in this country, and there's no doubt that that is true, and this is the option that they have, and they're doing it, and by goodness, we're going to make sure that when they vote, they're going to vote Democrat. Boom! That's the way it's going to be, because they're going to think about us when they think about coming across that southern border. Yeah, the other dangerous stuff, you know that. But the Hispanics, oh, you better believe it. Coming across the southern border, we're going to make them Democrat. Yeah, are you sure that's how it's going to work? Is it possible it's not? And is it possible that the reason why it's not happening, everybody, the reason why it's not going as planned, as devious of a plan as that is because just like everybody else, just like everyone, take away your label and your box, Democrats, that you put people in, that human beings who are here in this country look at your policies and your politics and go, that's not who we are culturally, fundamentally. Maybe, as Ben Domenech put it on his Twitter account, maybe when you made everything about an open border, you were listening to white liberals instead of families and workers. Maybe when you dissed aging Christians for clinging to guns and religion, you didn't realize you were talking about our parents. Maybe when you turned Planned Parenthood into the political holy priesthood, unassailable and unquestionable, you left us behind. Maybe you should have said Latinx and Democrat socialism less, and faith, family, neighborhood, work, peace, freedom more. Hispanics are Republicans now, not because the GOP did such a great job. It's because Democrats are a party run by Ivy League idiots with Ivy League values. See, right? I mean, when you're talking about values, virtue, morals, family, freedom, peace, security on your streets, You don't get any of that from the Democrat Party. That once people are here, maybe there's something to be said about that. Well, once they come into this country, they're going to realize that we're the party. The party of what? What do you offer anybody coming into this country? I mean, if you are growing up and you are people that believe in faith, family, neighborhood, work, peace, and freedom, where are you making an offer to them on any of those things? You're not. And they see it, and they're turned off by it. And while there's opportunity there for Republicans to pick it up and say, well, that's where we are, you got to make sure you are. It just seems so obvious that, again, as we've said multiple times on this show, that it's the minority of voices that are telling the majority how they should live, how they should act, how they should be, in all kinds of ways. I mean, we see it all the time. The whole Disney issue is a perfect example. Democrats are going to plant the flag, and they are going to fight to the death on the parental bill, rights and education bill, that they are going to convince you is a don't say bill, which we can't say the word. They're going to convince you that it's something that's going to hurt kids, that this is dangerous, that kids are going to die. I mean, that is, who is it? Pete Buttigieg, his husband, said, oh, yeah, kids are going to die because of this. I mean, the kind of hyperbolic statements that are going on when the country's like, no, that's not where we are. We've read the bill, and we're okay with it. Sexualizing kids, talking about gender identity, pre-K to third grade. No. We're not for it. And even a majority of Democrats agree with it. But yet you keep fighting. And then you get into this weird situation like Florida Democrats. They got a new date and a new location for their big annual fundraiser. It's the Leadership Blue Gala. I mean, okay, there are Democrats in the state, and they're going to have a big gala, and they're going to try to convince everybody that Nikki Fried is going to be Nikki Fried's going to be the governor. Yeah, okay. Or Charlie Crist. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so they originally had a plan to be at Disney. But no, can't be there. No, now they had to change it to Tampa. And the president of the Florida LGBTQ plus Democrat caucus said he would be happy to attend the gala at its new venue because we planned that we were not going to go to the original event and urge others to skip it, as Disney has remained publicly silent when the state adopted a new parental rights law, which critics dubbed, and I'm not even going to repeat it. This is from Florida Politics. So the party's like, we're going to be at Disney. Isn't this exciting? Disney didn't do enough to go against the parental rights and education bill. You need to get out of there. You need to get out of Disney because they didn't do enough. And the party's like, okay, where should we go? Tampa. Okay, well, let's go to Tampa. And then Disney CEO Bob Chapek's under fire, and then he comes out and says, no, we're going to do more. We're going to do more on sexual orientation and gender identity, and we're going to have at least half the characters, and it's going to be a completely different Disney. You're not going to believe what we're seeing. It's going to be crazy cool. Unbelievable. And then the Democrats in the state there are like, hey, can we go back to Disney now? No, it's Tampa. Okay. Instead of telling the Florida LGBTQ plus Democrat caucus to pound sand, they're like, oh boy, we're in trouble because they'll cause trouble. Where some might say, okay, what kind of trouble are you going to cause? Well, we're not going to show up. Okay, don't show up. We're at Disney. Kids are riding rides. We're watching movies that, characters are a whole other, but we're watching movies and we're doing things and we're good. But they won't. I mean, they don't. It's just, but that's got to be really rough where you're like, we're taking the kids to Disney and we're going there, but no, you're not allowed to. You got to go to Tampa. Okay, well, now they said a bunch of things that we're happy with. Can we go back to? No, you can't. It's too late. Oh, all right. Where else do you want to take us? We'll follow you wherever you tell us to go. All right. 239-479-5592. Coming up, what else are we going to talk about? Well, we'll worry about what we're going to talk about in just a little bit, because I noticed that we got to play Drew's College of Political Knowledge today. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. If you would like to play Drew's College, impress your friends and family, or maybe whoever's in the car with you right now or in the kitchen, call 239-479-5592. The 9th caller will play Drew's College, and you will win, just for playing, a $35 gift certificate to Alda's Diner at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples, otherwise known as Alda's Restaurant and Bar. What a great place for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can even talk politics. It's a great place to be. So, 9th caller next. We'll play Drew's College coming up on Daybreak 92.5. Fox News, right all along.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Enjoying life without joint pain. Hey, it's Drew Steele. Look, it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people right here and all over America get real, lasting pain relief. They use highly concentrated, cutting-edge, natural biologic treatments that can restore and repair damaged joint tissue, getting to the root of the pain. It's life-changing. You can get back to moving like you used to, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have nagging pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, and you're done with steroids and pain meds, call QC Kinetics. And if they're telling you surgery is your next option, don't do it. Call QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation and free second opinion. Learn more about these amazing natural biologic treatments. Enjoy this time of the year doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. In Naples, 239-893-PAIN.
You're invited to visit the United Fidelity Bank on Metro Parkway. Let us help you save with our market-leading CD rates. Our 6-month CD currently earns 0.50% APY. Compare and invest with United Fidelity Bank 6-month CD that earns 0.50% APY. Only at United Fidelity Bank. A penalty may be imposed for early withdrawal. Annual percentage yield current as of 2/18/2022. Minimum deposit of $1,000 required to open CD. 6-month CD renews automatically.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Rembos. People are often confused about plaque. Arterial plaque is a deposit of fat, cholesterol, calcium that develops in the arterial walls. Plaque in the mouth is a bacterial film that builds up on your teeth. While the 2 types of plaque are very different, patients with gum disease do have nearly twice the risk of also having heart disease. Maintaining good oral hygiene is key to maintaining your overall good health.
Meet Dr. Alan Rembos with offices near you in Naples, Sanibel, and Marco Island.
92.5 Fox News.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
It's Drew's College.
All right, let's go to Chuck in Naples. What's up, Chuck?
Hey, good morning, Drew. How you doing?
That's good. That didn't really come out well. Sorry. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Are you ready, Chuck?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Hey, do you remember who won the Democrat nomination for President of the United States in 2016? Who was that?
2016, wasn't that the guy who died, the short guy?
The guy that died, the short guy.
I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of his name.
No, it's Hillary Clinton. Remember Hillary Clinton? 2016. Hillary Clinton. She won the nomination for Democrat. I don't know who the short guy.
Forget her.
I'm trying to figure out who the short guy that died. We'll work on that later. All right, well, let's see if you get an associate's degree on this question. What do we call the first 10 amendments of the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
That is correct, sir. All right, so you got an associate's. Let's see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. Let's see. What southeastern state was the last to return to the Union after the Civil War? Was it Florida, Georgia, or South Carolina?
I'm guessing. I'll say Georgia.
That's correct, sir. What a good guess. All right, you got a bachelor's. Let's see if you can guess. Let's see if you can get this one. In 1958, think about it, 1958, this president signed the Congressional Act establishing NASA. So in 1958, the president establishes NASA. Was it Eisenhower, Truman, or Hoover?
Eisenhower.
That is correct, sir. Look at that. All right. So you stumble a little bit,
that?
and then up you come there, Chuck. All right.
No bonus question?
A bonus question? We don't do bonus questions. That's the home game. We do that on the home game, but we don't do that here on the air. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Maybe we'll add that. We can't. We just don't have the time. But you got a $35 gift certificate to Alda's Restaurant and Bar, otherwise known as Alda's Diner, at the corner of 951 Vanderbilt Beach Road. So stay there. You get to speak to Jake. What a thrill.
All right, awesome. I love that place. I live right here.
All right, well, there you go. So stay right there. All right, it's Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
How long has this garage door been broken? You know, you don't have to, move out and buy a new house just to get a garage door that works, right? We could just fix this one. If something is broken, you fix it. Faucet drips, fix it. Light bulb burns out, fix it. Dogs in heat, fix it. You figured you had to toss the whole thing in the recycling with your empty soup cans? Why are you not using an entire room in your house because of a lousy broken door? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our technicians have the parts and experience to fix any garage door. Big, small, dented panel, rusty chain. We get your garage door working like new. You come home, drive right in, and snuggle up with that adorable litter of puppies you got. 'Cause I bet you didn't fix the dog either. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage, and we'll come over and make it right. If you're lucky, the technician will take one of those puppies off your hands.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hey, it's Drew Steele talking about my friends at Amco of Bonita Springs, 992-2626. That's 992-2626. Whatever is going on with your vehicle, they will fix it and fix it right. They are a great conservative business. And I can tell you they have a great local reputation for doing good work. And they also have an awesome customer base. It's been established over the past 13 years. So give them a call at 239-992-2626 so you can arrange to meet with them. Let them know you heard about it right here on 92.5 Fox News and Drew Steele. By the way, talk about great conservatives. They've built the American Spirit Movement, a place where conservative consumers and businesses can connect in 5 critical areas. You know, you've got your vote, but you also have your wallet, the cash register, supporting conservative businesses. So go to the American Spirit Marketplace. You can keep conservative dollars in conservative pockets. Block by block, city by city, states by state. We're going to build this up. Go to the American Spirit Movement website at americanspiritmovement.com. It's more than a conservative movement. It's a conservative awakening.
Taken down, posting videos predicting a racial civil war, claiming that white people see black people's rightful places as slave. Frank James is black, also claiming he wanted to see people die but didn't want to go to prison. Well, he's locked up now after a 29-hour manhunt in New York. Fox's Tanya J. Powers.
Chris, Frank James is due before a judge today in Brooklyn to answer to federal terrorism charges 2 days after police say he opened fire on that subway train, shooting 10 people and hurting at least a dozen more. James was taken into custody on Wednesday after police say he tipped them off to his location. While no motive has been revealed, police have given more information about James's background. He had 12 prior arrests in New York and New Jersey from 1990 to 2007, including for possession of burglary tools, a criminal sex act, and trespassing. There were no felony convictions, and he was not banned from buying or owning a firearm. Chris.
Tanya, Elon Musk is offering to buy Twitter outright. Here's Fox's Janika Sola.
Chris, Twitter shares are rallying up more than 6% after Tesla's CEO Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter and take it private in a deal worth more than $40 billion. Musk says it's his best and final offer, and if it's not accepted, he'll reconsider his position as a shareholder. Tesla shares are losing ground. Chris.
Janika Sola in New York. Thanks. Former President Trump agrees with President Biden, calling the killing of Ukrainian civilians genocide. He says if he was still president, Russia's President Vladimir Putin would not have invaded.
He did want Ukraine, but I said, you're not going into Ukraine. He would never, ever have gone into Ukraine.
Trump there with Fox's Sean Hannity. Firefighters in New Mexico are trying to slow down flames that have burned at least 150 buildings, including homes, forcing evacuations in the town of Ruidosa. New Mexico State Police in a statement says 2 people have been found dead in a home. America's listening to Fox News.
You heard us right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This news update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News. Traffic.
Traffic really stacking up on Lee Boulevard and Lehigh Acres right now at the intersection of Lee and Harry Avenue North in the westbound direction. This is right near the intersection of Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road. This is a busy area anyway this time of day, but we are watching a crash. No word on any injuries yet. Elsewhere in Lee County, Midpoint Bridge starting to get backed up. Speeds around 33 miles per hour. 41 looking a little slow in the southbound direction just past Corkscrew Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
We're looking at a warm and slightly more humid afternoon today as temperatures will be climbing back into the upper 80s to low to middle 90s. We'll also see the return of some scattered rain and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Look for those rain chances bumping up, particularly after 2 p.m. today, where we'll keep with a few areas of rain and thunderstorms as we head into this evening. Things wind down for tomorrow morning, low near 70 degrees. Waking up on your Friday, we're back to another warm, humid day for your Friday afternoon. A high of 91 for tomorrow with more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll keep with a few storms into your Saturday with isolated rain and thunderstorms for Easter Sunday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
No matter where you want to listen, you'll be all set when you stream 92.5 Fox News live at rightallalong.net.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our replacement windows are made to better enhance the energy efficiency of your home and stand up to Florida weather. New South Window, home of the ultimate Florida window for you. Made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, because we know Florida weather.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $650 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 4/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet customers only. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
Youthful, energetic, happy, sexual, strong, physical, no fear. Taking the bull by the horns.
Old, tired, joint aches, overweight, wrinkled, depressed, sex. I remember what that was.
In men, low testosterone can lead to muscle loss, extra body fat, fatigue, depression, and erectile dysfunction. In women, hormonal imbalance can similarly cause extra fat around your middle and thighs, lack of desire, feminine dryness, and exhaustion. Suboptimal hormone levels are associated with the development of disease states like osteoporosis, heart disease, and stroke. At Neogenics, we specialize in testosterone, growth hormone promoters, bioidentical hormones, and nutritional programs designed to correct these imbalances and make you feel revitalized. See why patients from across the country are coming to Neogenics and take the first step to feeling great again. Call Neogenics for a free consultation at 277-9999 or find us online at neogenicmd.com. That's 277-9999. Neogenics, rediscover your youth.
Chevy sales, Marty speaking.
Hey, Marty, I'm calling about the Chevy Equinox you're advertising for $29,999.
What about it?
Well, can everyone get that price?
Well, there are some additional fees.
Oh, I see, fees. So that's a no.
Listen, come in and I'll see what I can do.
I don't think so. Everyone qualifies for Victory Lane Chevrolet's advertised price.
Really?
Yeah, no markups, no added fees.
What the?
Victory Lane's advertised price applies to everyone.
Look, I gotta go.
Yeah, why don't you go? Go figure out some more fees to add.
You done?
Gold watch fee, new suit fee, hair transplant fee. Don't be fooled by other dealers' prices. At Victory Lane Chevrolet, the price you see is the price you get. Lease a new Silverado 1500 Crew Cab, just $429 a month. Plus get a $1,000 accessory allowance and $1,000 off MSRP on every new Chevy truck in stock. Victory Lane Chevrolet, on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com. Leases with approved credit, 10,000 miles per year. All rebates to dealer offers do not combine. Taxes and fees extra. Not all offers combined.
Longer days, warmer weather. This is the time of the year you need to be enjoying life without joint pain. Hey, it's Drew Steele. Look, it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people right here and all over America get real, lasting pain relief. They use highly concentrated, cutting-edge, natural biologic treatments that can restore and repair damaged joint tissue, getting to the root of the pain. It's life-changing. You can get back to moving like you used to, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have nagging pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, and you're done with steroids and pain meds, call QC Kinetics. And if they're telling you surgery is your next option, don't do it. Call QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation and free second opinion. Learn more about these amazing natural biologic treatments. Enjoy this time of the year doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. In Naples, 239-893-PAIN.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means we have more vehicles than we sell them for less. And you get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. What are you waiting on? Get certified. Through Monday only at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral, your used car mega store. Online at flnissan.com. If you don't shop Sutherland, you'll pay too much.
See dealer for details.
Join 92.5 Fox News as we welcome Sean Spicer to Silver Spot Cinema at Mercado in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. Tickets are just $30 and include a signed copy of Sean's new book, Radical Nation. So text the word Spicer, S-P-I-C-E-R, to 239-479-5592. Again, 239-479-5592. You'll be sent a link to buy tickets automatically. Get your tickets today. And hey, all thanks to All Phase Electric, Napoleon Luxury Real Estate, and Floormeisters.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic.
I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Buy your own Twitter, Jake. Why don't you do something? Listen, you don't like Twitter. Why don't you make your own Twitter? Or why don't you just buy it? If you don't like it, why don't you just buy it? Make your own. Buy your own Twitter. Here's an idea. How about we just buy Twitter outright?
I don't have $43 billion. I don't even have $43.
Somebody does, and that somebody is Elon Musk. And man, the Twitterverse is on fire. As people are just like, oh no, free speech. This is awful. How are we going to, what are we going to do about changing elections? And hey, is Zuckerberg next? Is Facebook next? Elon Musk says, you know what, I'm going to buy Twitter. It'd be something. I mean, I could put together a social media network if I wanted to. I could probably put together my own Twitter, but I like yours. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have any free speech, and so we're going to change that. And again, the news breaks this morning that Elon Musk has offered $42 billion. Is that what it is for the company? $54 a share, almost, 50% over the value of the shares themselves. And how do you say no? And he's pretty much like, listen, I'm going to make the offer. It's a crazy offer. I'll give it to you, but I'm not playing a back and forth game. From a transcript of the phone call that took place yesterday about acquiring the company and taking it private. I'm not playing the back and forth game. I've moved straight to the end. It's a high price and your shareholders are going to love it. If the deal doesn't work, given that I don't have confidence in management, nor do I believe I can drive the necessary change in the public market, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Take it or leave it. I'm not going back and forth. You want it? You got it. Oh, that is hysterical. So there you go. Elon Musk is making an offer to buy Twitter. Can't wait to see how this shakes out. Jake would like to be the person that is in control of stocking the shelves in the break room. He's got some great ideas. He's very creative. I've heard him talk about Slim Jim omelets for breakfast. It's quite a departure. We'll have a meat, vegetarian, and vegan section.
No,
it's full on meat. So he's got some ideas. Who's going to be the diversity, equity, and inclusion director there? I wonder.
Casio would be good.
I want to do that. I wanted to be I want to run the diversity, equity, and inclusion department. I'll handle that. So I don't know how this shakes out, but we'll see. You've got the left that is beside themselves. You've got the people that claim for free speech and, of course, never deliver, freaking out. In a lot of ways, you have you got Democrats that are freaking out. I don't, I heard this audio yesterday from Bill Maher, who was on Joe Rogan's program, and talking about how the Democrat Party is going to get destroyed in 22. He kind of talked about it a little bit before, about even with the Hispanic community, which is quickly turning Republican because Democrats just don't believe in faith and family, neighborhood, work, peace, freedom. It's gone. And so they are turning away from the party. Bill Maher sees a party that's changing as well. He's claiming, listen, I didn't change, they changed.
It's not me who changed.
Yes.
I feel I'm the same guy. But 5 years ago, we hadn't spent $6 trillion to stay home. I mean, I understand we had to do something with the pandemic. I'm not sure that was, I remember when $1 trillion was too much to spend on anything. We didn't spend $1 trillion to bail out the economy in 2008. So we didn't do that. 5 years ago, no one was talking about abolishing the police. There was no talk about, pregnant men. I mean, there was just looting was still illegal.
Right.
Isn't
that crazy?
There was just.
They're laughing about this. It's like nobody talked about it. This is the Democrat Party. He's talking about his party. And just saying, look, it's common sense. They've lost all we've all lost common sense. We really haven't all lost common sense. The Democrats certainly have.
Have I changed? No, because if someone had said 20 years ago, I'm not sure looting is a bad thing, I would have opposed it then. See, I haven't changed. But that, I think, is what there is this hunger for, is this sort of common sense. Centrism is such a wishy-washy word. But that's sort of what it is. Some people lean a little more to the left, a little more to the right. Sometimes it's issue by issue. But just, I'm always saying to the Democrats, just don't be the party of no common sense. And you will be surprised at how much amazing success you will have, as opposed to what's going to happen, which is they're going to get their kicked in November.
Yeah, they are. But you hear Joe Rogan, it's like, yeah, they should. Listen, Joe Rogan, right, is he, I don't know if he's a Democrat, but I believe he's a liberal. Bill Maher's a liberal. They don't like what's happening. It's just like, man, just have a little bit of common sense. They're not going to. I mean, you might say, when have they ever? Because you are trying to understand why the culture has ended up where we are right now. Some might say, well, it's your fault because you Republicans, don't you remember in the 80s and going to your morals and your values and just say no and, putting labels on explicit movies and music and this heavy Christian movement that was happening in the 80s, and you've moved the pendulum hard to the other side because you guys moved too far to your side, and so that's what this is. And Bill Maher's talking about, is there any kind of middle? How do you have middle ground with the party the way it is right now? And even hints of the party the way it used to be? Like, what is the middle ground? Maybe 239-479-5592 if you want to call on the Brett AC talk and text line. What does the middle ground look like? You can't even get, in simple terms, you can't even get Jen Psaki, White House press secretary, to admit that inflation is not transitory.
Does the White House still view inflation as transitory?
That is the view of the Federal Reserve and outside economists, and they all continue to project it will come down this year.
Yeah, so it's all going to come down this year. So they're projecting it. So, yeah, we kind of still think it's transitory. Do you really? Really? Look, if there's a recession, if we start to turn into Shanghai and people are going to be locked in their houses because there's this little creep of COVID that is popping up, this new variant, which, we're not saying it's deadlier or spreads more easily or anything like that, but there's a new one, so, which is always going to be one. And then we've got 2 more weeks to stop the spread on planes because, listen, you think Shanghai's getting tough. You think locking down Shanghai. Wait till you see what we're going to do on the airlines. That's right, we're going to continue to wear masks. How about that? Well, we'll get you. We'll stop this thing dead in its tracks. Right, but I don't know, where is that common ground? Where's that common sense? Crossing the aisles. 239-479-5592. Hey, just a reminder again, Sean Spicer in Southwest Florida, $30 tickets right now. You can get them just by texting the word Spicer, S-P-I-C-E-R, right now to 239-479-5592. Still tickets available if you want to grab some and come hang out with us at Silver Spot Cinema at the Mercado in Naples on Wednesday, April 20th. That's next Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get an autographed signed copy of his book, Radical Nation, and a chance to hang out with us. It's going to be a great time. So, like I said, tickets, just this new batch of tickets that we released, just $30, and get them now. Text the word Spicer to 239-479-5592. All right, what else is floating out there today, this morning? I was trying to look at some of the headlines that are out there. Where was I before? I was looking at something that I thought was, I was looking at redistricting maps and the governor in the state and just kind of pushing back, and just like the legislature has been talking about redistricting, and some people have looked at it as a surrender because the original proposal was a 1612 map giving away GOP gains, and then they settled for, all right, well, let's do 1810. But you've got DeSantis who says, hold on a second. Yeah, he submits a map. He's got the 20-8 map that's out there. People screaming, and obviously, they're going to look at the dynamics of what that means and taking away votes from certain groups in areas of the state, and the kind of pushback that he's getting. But we'll see what the Supreme Court says. I mean, the support is 7-0 GOP after DeSantis has some constitutional conservatives there. Is there a legal reason to strike down a map that would really be ultra super beneficial to the GOP, where some people would say to the winners, the victors get the spoils? Will they do it? There's no expectation that it's going to happen on political grounds. So we'll see. Just keeping an eye on that. Is that a I don't know what it is. It doesn't say on the screen. So, all right. So there's that. So what else did we want to talk about this morning? Oh, yeah. I guess we can talk a little bit more about this. And we mentioned it earlier, is, after we have the catching of the suspect, the apprehension of Frank James in New York, they got him. The NYPD police commissioner.
I am truly fortunate to stand here among these extraordinary investigators and federal partners to make this announcement. Moments ago, Frank Robert James was stopped on the street and arrested by members of the New York City Police Department. Officers, in response to a Crime Stoppers tip, stopped Mr. James at 1:42 p.m. at the corner of St. Mark's Place and First Avenue in Manhattan. He was taken into custody without incident and has been transported to an NYPD facility.
Interesting mixed messages here, because they're saying a Crime Stoppers tip. They're also saying and reporting that he ended up calling into Crime Stoppers and turning himself in. Basically, you have Zach Dannon, who was putting up security cameras at the building right where he was standing and recognized him.
Hi, how are you? What is your name?
I'm good. My name is Zach. I was working inside that store, and I was doing security cameras inside, and I see the guy, he walking from the screen. I see him from the cameras, so I thought, oh, this guy, let me call the police. And I call him, and we catch him.
Zach, you were a hero. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We
try
thank you.
to make the people safe always, because the people is nice, the life is nice,
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, life is nice, and we want to be safe and secure, so we get this guy. So that's the guy. Hopefully, he'll get the $50,000 reward. Somebody who's not afraid to say, "Listen, I'm keeping my eye out for people in the city of New York and the concerns that we have about our security," and spotted the guy and waved some people on over and made a call, and so there's that. But Miranda Devine had a pretty deep dive into this suspect in the New York Post. Miranda Devine of Laptop from Hell fame. We had her on just a couple of weeks ago talking about Hunter Biden, but does some great work there at the Post. But real questions that have to be answered as she describes. How did Frank James, the apparent black nationalist arrested for Tuesday's subway rampage, become radicalized? All over his social media. A man consumed with hatred of white people and convinced of a looming race war. He's not too complimentary about Hispanics, Asians, and his own race for that matter, and claims to have long-term mental health problems. Whatever his psychiatric issues are, he sounds very much like other ideologically fixated, identity-obsessed killers who have emerged since the BLM Antifa racial movements in 2020 and the hate speech it unleashed. I mean, these are real issues that need to be discussed that she brings up. Because while there is this chasing down of white supremacists and Trump supporters, and we got to find them on social media and shut them down, and any discussions on Hunter, shut them down and the like. And she brings up Darrell Brooks, who allegedly plowed his car into the Waukesha Christmas parade last November. Noah Green, the Nation of Islam adherent who rammed Capitol Police last April in a quickly memory hold attack. James espoused the rancid, racist ideology of black supremacy, once known officially as, quote, black identity extremism, which we've been assured by the FBI and other legal experts does not exist. She goes on and talks about the descriptions on his social media sites of horrific things that he wants to do and kill and commit genocide against other people. I mean, these are the words that he's using on these social media sites. Early on, they said, no, this isn't terrorism, but now they're saying that it is, that he's being charged with a federal terrorism offense, but it sure looked like a lone wolf terrorist attack motivated by hateful ideology. So where's the FBI on this? And her question is, in this article in the New York Post, Miranda Devine, is, listen, can you do both? You seem to be spending a whole lot of time, parents and school board meetings and white supremacists, Trump supporters, and domestic terrorists that they are. And what about people that are on social media talking like this? Did you know about him? Did you not know about him? Instead of chasing hoaxes, should you maybe chase individuals who are talking literally about taking people's lives in genocides? Maybe looking deeper into that? So that's a serious question. And that's why she asked it. All right, 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. You can watch. You can subscribe to our channel on Rumble. When we come back, top 5 audio clips of the day. It is the extremely popular, well-loved 5 at 8:35. Forgot the name of my own segment there for a second. I was so busy talking about, it's like a movie trailer. Fun, exciting. Nothing like it, says Variety. A laugh-a-lot riot. Your kids will love it, says Joe in Golden Gate. I don't know. Just made that up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Meet Dr. Alan Rembos. Dr. Rembos is held in such esteem by his peers, they named him to a seat on the Florida Board of Dental Examiners. Schedule your first appointment today at Smiles by Rembos and learn how a visit with your hygienist can improve your smile, your breath, and your overall general health. Start with an exam and cleaning and see how good oral hygiene contributes to your overall well-being at Smiles by Rembos, Rembos. Online at smilesbyrembos.com with offices near you in Naples, Sanibel, and Marco Island.
I'm Harvey Massey. Think about this for a moment. Pest control involves applying pesticides inside your home, whether needed or not. At Massey Services, we just don't do that. We prevent pests from getting inside your home so we won't have to control them later. Why settle for pest control when you can trust Massey's Pest Prevention? It's guaranteed or your money back. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Did you know that 25% of the adult population suffers from osteoarthritis? And the knee is the most common area for this condition. It can keep you from your favorite activities like golf, tennis, or just enjoying a walk. Arthritis, tendonitis, or a potential joint replacement surgery can be easily avoided. Renowned institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins University show that platelet-rich plasma therapy, or PRP, treats arthritis and joint pain by reducing inflammation and accelerating healing. If you're suffering from arthritis, tendonitis, or chronic knee pain, come see orthopedic physician Dr. Bill Morgan at Fort Myers Men's Clinic. Dr. Morgan has spent over 35 years in academia and spent 18 years as the team physician for the World Series champion Boston Red Sox. To schedule a consultation with Dr. Morgan, call 239-317-7777. That's 317-7777. Or find them online at FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. That's FortMyersMen'sClinic.com.
Here's significant news for anyone in Southwest Florida that thought they were stuck with inferior health insurance. You can cancel that coverage. Pay close attention to this important message.
Tim Cooper here with Health Plan Network. Are your health insurance premiums making you sick? Did you go with one of those high-deductible, limited network Affordable Care Act plans? Well, you're not stuck with it. Folks, there's a better option. My Freedom of Choice plan puts most of your coverage up front, where you only meet a deductible if you go into a hospital. You pick your doctors, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. If you pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive, call me, Tim Cooper, an expert with 25 years experience at 239-268-6712. That's 239-268-6712, or go to healthplannetwork.net. That's healthplannetwork.net, and we can custom design a plan managed by you, not the government.
Ever notice Phil's house across the street is so much cooler inside?
Yeah, it's nice over there.
Yeah, but you have pretty much the same house.
Well, Phil got rid of his old air conditioner.
Whereas you...
When they built this neighborhood, we all got contractor-grade AC.
Sounds sketchy.
They basically admit no self-respecting homeowner would want it.
Dave.
Never kept us cool enough. That's contractor-grade for you.
Dave.
But the worst part is nobody knew about this contractor-grade ticking time bomb except for Phil!
Dave! So what's the best case scenario?
Best case? Okay, I make one call and get a powerful new air conditioner like Phil's.
That's best?
Well, sure, but...
That's best. Best Home Services. They have so many specialized technicians, they even have a replace that old contractor-grade AC expert.
You mean our house could be as comfortable as... you know who?
How's that sound?
GetBest.com. When something goes wrong, we're waiting.
Maybe I should call Best.
That's what Phil did.
Phil's a smart guy.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato's Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Traffic really stacking up on Lee Boulevard and Lehigh Acres right now at the intersection of Lee and Harry Avenue North in the westbound direction. This is right near the intersection of Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road. This is a busy area anyway this time of day, but we are watching a crash. No word on any injuries yet. Elsewhere in Lee County, Midpoint Bridge starting to get backed up. Speeds around 33 miles per hour. 41 looking a little slow in the southbound direction just past Corkscrew Road. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Taylor Wirtz, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
We're looking at a warm and slightly more humid afternoon today as temperatures will be climbing back into the upper 80s, low to middle 90s. We'll also see the return of some scattered rain and thunderstorms for this afternoon. Look for those rain chances bumping up, particularly after 2 p.m. today, where we'll keep with a few areas of rain and thunderstorms as we head into this evening. Things wind down for tomorrow morning, a low near 70 degrees. Waking up on your Friday, we're back to another warm, humid day for your Friday afternoon. A high of 91 for tomorrow with more scattered thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll keep with a few storms into your Saturday with isolated rain and thunderstorms for Easter Sunday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
Hi, this is Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. We wish you and your family a beautiful month, as April is a holy month of three of the world's greatest religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. At Stevie's, we celebrate and pray for all to live together peacefully. This Sunday, Easter Sunday, we have our traditional Easter feast. Prime rib, baked potato, and broccoli Ferrez. King, 12-ounce cut, $17.99. Queen, 8-ounce cut, $15.99. Limited quantities and conditions apply. So come to Stevie Tomatoes, Naples, Fort Myers, and Cape Coral. God bless all.
Hey guys, it's health and fitness expert Robbie Raw. You've heard how much I love my arch supports from the Good Feet store. Now I want you to hear from someone else who's taken my advice.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Caton. I have always enjoyed walking but have had severe pain in my leg and ankle. I heard about the Good Feet store from Robbie and decided to get my own arch supports. I was pleasantly surprised to discover their 3-step support system, which fits in all of my different shoes. I absolutely love them. And now I'm back to enjoying my nature walks, my dog walks, and any form of exercise. I thank Robbie for her advice and the Good Feet store for giving me my active life back.
Friends, if you have knee, hip, or back pain, don't wait. Visit the Good Feet store and take back your life. You know, what you do today will affect the quality of your life later. And nothing changes if nothing changes. Decide today to live your best life. You are worth it, and that's the raw truth.
Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter than you've heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. Anytime, day or night, if your plumbing's just not right. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter than you've heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. If your drains are neat and clean and your toilet's acting weird, give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing Nerds, smarter plumbing solutions.
American-made Plantation shutters for you. Your best choice for Plantation shutters. Custom measured and installed. Built to last forever. Call for a free consultation. Discounts for military and first responders. If you support Biden or the 2020 election results, don't call us. PlantationShuttersForYou.com.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at GoodDealsAppliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Sorry, I just noticed a possible late addition to the top 5 audio clips. There's so many now, I'm not sure. Oh, man. Because that's a good one. I don't know if I can leave it out. I'll tell you what. I'll do what I have planned, and then maybe we'll revisit some of these other audio clips. Is that fair? Okay, after the fact? Because it'll be like, almost like, who was it that, Chuck, that won on Drew's College, and he said, are there any bonus questions? Maybe this will be like a bonus clip. How about that? Instead of bonus questions on Drew's College, we do a bonus clip during the top 5 audio clips of the day. It's the 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
That unlike for some of us, the thing of Encyclopedia Britannica is a thing of a long time ago. And now the kids need to be online to help get their homework done. Broadband wire, why do we care about that? We're going to lay it across the country because we know that our seniors might need the benefit of telemedicine if it's too far to get to a hospital. Our small business owners need access to high-speed broadband to run those small businesses that are part of what fuels America's economy.
Why is it that every time Kamala Harris does some kind of speech, there she was talking about broadband to an audience yesterday, when she gets laughing, she can't stop the whole time. That was, almost 40 seconds of audio. She started by cracking like this little funny little joke about, kids in the old Encyclopedia Britannica. It's not like they're cracking that open. And then instead of talking serious and leaving that alone, she just kind of laughs through the whole. It's really weird. It's
Number 4.
I'm always saying to the Democrats, just don't be the party of no common sense. And you will be surprised at how much amazing success you will have, as opposed to what's going to happen, which is they're going to get their kicked in November.
Yeah, that's true. There's Bill Maher, who was on Joe Rogan's program, was like, listen, you guys don't even have any common sense. I haven't left the party. The party's left me, and you guys are losing it. And you're going to lose the election as well in 22. And he's probably right.
Number 3.
The first bus of migrants arrived in D.C. today. Texas Governor Greg Abbott making good on his promise to send migrants to the president's doorstep. I think you previously called it a publicity stunt. Is that still the view of the White House? Can you give us any reaction to this busload of migrants arriving here in D.C.?
Well, these are all migrants who have been processed by CBP and are free to travel, so it's nice the state of Texas is helping them get to their final destination as they await in their outcome of their immigration proceedings. And they're all in immigration proceedings.
Oh, they're in immigration proceedings that are happening while they're traveling the country, and they have a free cell phone thanks to the government. And we'll be calling you. Don't call us, we'll call you when it comes to these proceedings. That's Jen Psaki asked about, Governor Abbott in Texas doing what he said he was going to do, backing up words with actions. Look, you get those illegals on a bus, and if you want to have open borders, we don't want them here in Texas without going through a process and maybe even turning them back. And I'll tell you what, if you want them, you can have them. So he gets them on a bus, and he takes them there to Washington, D.C. The first couple of bus loads unloaded And what about that? And Jen Psaki's like, oh, what's the big deal? Hey, thanks for the travel arrangements. They're going to be around the country anyway, so all you're doing is helping. And when it comes right down to it, this is what Bill Maher was talking about.
Number 2. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major, and I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want, the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on, old data. But my question to you, and so I want you all to realize that
last month, but sure.
For example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists to be able to talk about...
I literally cited the DSM-5 in the speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is a term that I use throughout the speech, not gender identity disorder.
You sound like a bozo, bro. And you get and you can't even make your wife, bro, so what's good?
Nobody takes on the woke left and the out of control, crazed left like Ben Shapiro. And there he was, the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. And one kid, apparently who was a mathematician, and what else did he say? Whatever it was, some woke kid who it's like, this is my disagreement. And then Ben Shapiro argues, well, this is my disagreement. And Ben Shapiro argues, and then he says, you're a jerk. Like, that's how every liberal argument ends. You're a jerk. Okay, that's it.
Number 1.
Mr. James is a male, 62 years old. He is known to us and has ties in Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York City. His arrest history in New York is 9 prior arrests, dating from 1992 to 1998. Those include possession of burglary tools 4 times, criminal sex act, theft of service 2 times. He was arrested on a New Jersey warrant. He also has a criminal tampering. He has 3 arrests in New Jersey, in 1991, 1992, and 2007. They are for trespass, larceny, and disorderly conduct.
I got questions. That is from yesterday and the apprehension of the suspect, Frank James, there in New York City. And as the NYPD was laying out his arrest record, that seems like a pretty lengthy record. That in combination with the racist hate that he was spewing on his social media sites. People got questions.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
That's a lot of arrests. That seems like a whole lot. For somebody to be on the streets. People have questions. How many is too many? How much is too much? How often is too often? And then how, again, when we talked about earlier, got to go after those parents at school board meetings, domestic terrorism, white supremacists, Donald Trump supporters. Get them off social media. Check their backgrounds and everything. I got questions. There was a lot of ding battery going on yesterday in some of the discussions that were happening on with the media, things that you may not even hear about. The New York City Police Department doing amazing work in apprehending this suspect and getting him off the streets as officers run to danger, run towards it. And Democrats are like, oh, we don't want to fund them. No. Hey, we got to reimagine all of this. Okay, gotcha. And what that does to the party. And how I played that audio clip and as he laid out his criminal background and past. I wonder how many fake news legacy media outlets will lay it out and play all of that so you can hear the history there. Is the first thing. But some of the ding battery that's going on with people like Joy Behar. Is she this clueless? So they're having a Second Amendment discussion there on The View. The program that you go first. It's like getting the news, getting the hard-hitting news.
Breaking news.
A bombshell. The View has it. So The View is giving their thoughts and opinions on the Second Amendment, because that's where they're going. That's where they're going with this discussion. And so as they start to get into this Second Amendment, whether we should have it. Is it time to get rid of the Second Amendment? Come on, why do you need an AR-15 to shoot a deer? You know, that old discussion there. Listen to this from Joy Behar about the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court is poised to pass a bill contradicting the New York City state laws.
Can I just stop right there? The Supreme Court is poised to pass a bill contradicting New York City state laws. The Supreme Court is going to pass a bill? Huh? That's new to me. I'm gonna look at the paperwork. Let's see. Enumerated powers. 3 branches of government. Oh no! It doesn't say anything here about the Supreme Court passing laws. No, that's not what it says.
We have very strict gun laws here, and they would like it to be. Apparently, somebody has put this on their desk that New York should be an open carry state and an open carry city. With all of the density in this city, they want people running around with guns. Middle class people, will be leaving in droves.
Well, you might say that they are leaving in droves as it is. Second of all, open carry. Boy, you know, I think it's concealed. I don't think they're talking about open carry, but concealed carry. Well, you know, they're for your protection and the idea that if people know that you could be armed and protecting yourself, that's a pretty good deterrent in a lot of cases. Law-abiding citizens armed, they're up to no good. Really? You sure about that? And then, this paperwork landed on the SCOTUS desk. That's right. Is SCOTUS like a person? Is there a guy named SCOTUS? SCOTUS? So it landed on SCOTUS' desk. It's like, hey, here's the paperwork. You guys, you going to pass this law there in the Supreme Court or... But let me go back to this because Jake was mentioning this before we even started the program this morning about Ben Shapiro. Very few people can do what Ben Shapiro does. And that was this woke kid at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. Apparently he's a smart mathematician and physicist. He's won all kinds of awards, and you heard the audio. Should I play the whole clip? Should I play the whole thing from... it's only 1 minute and 45. And how
bro.
Of course. Of course, bro. All right, so as Ben Shapiro dismantles it. All right, let's start from the beginning so you can hear it, and then I'll let it go on after that. So in case you missed it just a minute ago, this is how it started. Here we go.
I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major, and I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want, the National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on old data. But my question to you, and so I want you all to realize that
last month, but sure.
For example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists to be able to talk about...
I literally cited the DSM-5 in the speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is the term that I use throughout the speech, not gender identity disorder.
You sound like a bozo, bro. And you get no and you can't even make your wife, bro, so what's good?
I don't want to play the kind of vulgar stuff that he said, but... bro, you just like the way he would... Come on, bro.
Bozo, bro.
All right, so it doesn't...
I got the most prestigious award around the whole world, bro.
Yeah, there's questions.
I'm an astrophysicist.
No, he's a mathematician and a physicist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's not a biologist, though, is he?
Yeah, wait, it gets worse for him. Here, listen.
So, let me just say, the nice thing about having several small children, I don't feel the necessity to have my masculinity
challenged. If we're using a Western
like
colonial idea of gender, then why should it apply? If we're using because the gender binary is a Western colonialist framework of gender.
You're right. Men and women don't exist in any other culture.
No. Think about Native American.
Nailed it.
Third gender people. I'm not saying that. Third gender people exist in Native American societies, Western African societies, like Southern Native American societies, like Mexico. So in other places that are not white dominated,
and
like the United States or
incorrect.
Europe, and so you're
saying
white,
so
non-white
incorrect.
people. I'm a mathematician and a physicist. You cannot tell me.
So I have a question.
And also, you're not a biologist.
So I have a question.
I'm 20.
As a mathematician and a physicist, what in the hell do you know about human biology?
And you got
that
your
allows
law
you to
degree from
deny it?
Harvard. What do you know about biology?
He says, as a mathematician and physicist, what the hell do you know about human biology that allows you to deny it? And the crowd goes wild.
You got your law degree from Harvard.
And frankly, I would ask another question. If your logic is so flawed as a mathematician and a physicist, I would suggest that whichever institution gave you an award, revoke it immediately.
Whoever gave this to you needs to take it back immediately. Listening to you know, you have to ask the question. If this guy is a physicist and a mathematician, and he's like, "Bro, I got a new way to launch people into space, bro. I figured out the way, bro, to get this into space, bro. Watch this rocket go. I need to have 20 people volunteer for my rocket, bro." And you go back to this video and you're like, are we really sure he's got his math right? It flies around the moon, bro. Hey, can we just check his bona fides? Because are we sure this thing's gonna, like, go up in the air? Because people could get hurt with the things that he's doing. It's, I got a new way for a plane to fly around the planet in 3 minutes. I figured this out. Yeah, can we not? Yeah, I'm gonna guess that maybe your math's off a little bit. Are we sure we want to have this guy doing stuff?
The most prestigious award around the world.
Bro.
And his comeback was, you got your law degree at Harvard.
Yeah, you got your law degree. That's his comeback. Or worse than that, your wife, bro. Your wife doesn't even want to kiss you, bro. Look at your face. I'm out.
What a bozo.
What a comeback. All right. Look, you might say we're doomed. I mean, you'd probably be right. So stock up on stuff, people. As some people might like to say, you know, the precious metals that you might like to stock up on is lead for your bullets. Because at this point, it's getting a little crazy. You're fine. Nobody wants to take away your guns or your ammunition and nothing like that. And it's not getting crazy. What did he say? What is he talking about? What is Drew Steele talking? It's a protection kind of Second Amendment thing. It might be over your head to understand it. It's okay. Things are getting cray. All right, are we ready to go? Yeah. All right, it's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
You need the host you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
Longer days, warmer weather. This is the time of the year you need to be enjoying life without joint pain. Hey, it's Drew Steele. Look, it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people right here and all over America get real